it's gonna take to fix this feeling. Too many hours in a day, wasted on daydreams of somebody that I can lean on. Hold me up when I don't feel strong. I got a lot of empty space, saving it for something. But each night I'm on my own, I'm closer to a breakdown. Tell me, 'cause I don't know, and I'm tired of being let down. My heart is getting heavy from hoping, and it's got a lot of battle scars. I kinda wish somebody had told me that this was gonna be so hard. And maybe I was made to be lonely, 'cause I'm standing here with open arms. Oh, I just want somebody to hold me when I'm falling apart. When I'm falling apart. When I'm falling apart. And all the shadows that I hide, I wish that I could show them. Could you bring a little light and see where I've been broken? Not looking for you to fix me, just want someone to do this.
He only likes her because she's old. She's probably like 25.
Viva la
All these
peace,
words
salute,
unspoken.
salute, I'm here for chaos,
Each
girl,
night
wow.
I'm on my own, I'm closer to a breakdown. Tell me, 'cause I don't know, and I'm tired of being let down. My heart is getting heavy from hoping, and it's got a lot of battle scars. I kinda wish somebody had told me that this was gonna be so hard. Maybe I was made to be lonely, 'cause I'm standing here with open arms. I just want somebody.
He only likes her because she's old. She's probably like 25.
When I'm falling apart. When I'm falling apart.
He only likes her because she's old. She's probably like 25.
I've been sitting, overthinking, just to get your name. You've been waiting, hesitating, just to play the game. First I'm walking, then we're talking, now we spark a flame. When you feel it, and you need it, you can call my name. You can call my name. You can call my name.
He only likes her because she's old. She's probably like 25.
I've been wishing, need that fixing, hope you feel the same. Think I'm playing, but I'm saying, wanna play the game. First I'm walking, then we're talking, now we spark a flame. When you feel it, and you need it, you can call my name. You can call my name. You can call my name.
hello, hi. Welcome on in, everybody. What the heck? We have a level 2 hype train already. Oh my gosh. Happy Thursday. I'm sorry it's so late. It is so late. I only took a shower like 2 hours ago because I've just been dying all day. If you haven't seen my whiny posts about it, I've been very sick. I will not name who got me sick because I respect her. I love her.
55 months sub for 55 months.
I've lived with her for many years. I've been in a romantic relationship with her for 15 years. I will not name her. But there is a culprit on the loose who spread her germs to me. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, by the way, Nettles, for not only subbing for 31 months. I appreciate you for that. But also, oh my god, everything coming on in here.
Holy shit, Gerb chaos, Gerb,
Holy
chaos,
shit.
Gerb leaf.
Not only that, but for catching the flub in the tonight command, I did not update that because my brain is just soup at the moment. Morgan writing, hey now. Hey, I didn't name anybody. You might have just implicated yourself, though. Did you two hold hands? Yeah, premaritally. I'm sorry. Whiplash, 39 freaking months. I appreciate you for that. Thank you. Mom, thank you for the 1.5 years as a sub. What kind of soup is your sick brain? Not kind of what soup Sona. Oh my god, not with this. Savvy, thank you for gifting a sub to Alexis is Tired. Thank you so much for doing that. And to 72 Muses. If either of you are here, please make sure that you are saying thank you. Enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub badges. Make sure you're saying thanks to Savvy. Everyone's so kind. Thank you. Austin, thank you for 55 freaking months. No more being sick, I hope. And also Magical Matto, yeah, the holy shit. 40 months with Prime, I appreciate that. I know you only get one of those a month. Thank you for using it here. What the heck? Thank you so much for all the support. Hello, everyone. Join in, by the way. It's so nice to have you here. Thank you so much, Savvy. Thank you. I see that town. I hope that you have a good time teaching tomorrow. Substitute teaching. Hope it goes well. Purple Heart Soul, what's up? Antichrist Bear, how we doing? Nettles, hello. Savvy. Magical Matto. Whiplash. Everybody, hi. Alexis is Tired Cupcake, hello, hi. Welcome to the stream. Captain Photon, nice to have you here. Lard Martini, hello. Woke up just in time for this. Well, I also woke up in time for this somehow, so we are here together. 72 Muses, hello, hi. Detonated, good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Hi, everybody. So nice to see so many familiar names. Austin, what's good, dude? Halloween, hello. I never named the person I live with who made me sick. Lives with one other person. Does this mean that my hints were a little bit too specific and you've narrowed it down? It was Sig? Yeah, it was Sig. Your chicken gnocchi soup. I mean, that's a good one. Rainy Day Connection, hello, hi. Chili. Oh, man. I think there is a can of chili in our pantry that I could eat. all the soup sonas still. Yeah, Sig is a germ spreader. He is. He doesn't even wipe his butt after he poops. I'm not on the screen. Hello, hi. Welcome to the stream. I am pretty doped up on cough syrup at the moment. I got Sudafed in me, Robitussin, some airborne, like those effervescent, like dissolving tablets that are high zinc, high vitamin C. Just everything. Ibuprofen. Just running the whole gauntlet, you know? Just doing my best. Surprised I'm not sick with how much Tracer sneezes in my face, right? The hoodie looks comfy. Yeah, this is a Neat Dude hoodie. So if you want to check out neatdude.com, you can go get a very nice hoodie. Juniper, what's up? Good to see you. About to stop procrastinating, taking a shower. More important, listen, I only took a shower. Oh my God, Storm! I only took a shower like 2 hours ago, so you're in good company here. If you got to dip or go AFK for a little bit, just lurk as you as you shower. It is what it is. I got 1,000,000 cough drops over here somewhere, so I'll probably be sucking on those. Can't stay for a stream. Wanted to say I hope you get to feeling better soon. Thank you, Heather Mint Mocha. It's really kind of you. Thank you. Hope that you have a lovely night. Storm, thank you for the 3 freaking years. Saliva-based desires is one of the most insane things that I think has ever been written in my chat. Can we get some hype and some pride for the hype train, by the way? Thank you. Oh my God. Sig doesn't spread his cheeks to let the water run through in the shower. No, but he does get his tongue up in there, so he's pretty good at making sure that that area is clean. Amy, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Welcome, everybody. Nice to have you here. Hope that tonight's stream is a good chill time. Obviously, I sound a little bit different due to this cold. We did determine it was cold. Morgan went to urgent care because her ear was hurting a lot. And also, everyone else we've talked to is not sick, so we probably did not get this traveling unless for some reason, you know, on the plane or in the airport, which is also a possibility. Like, we stayed masked up the entire time. But Morgan went to urgent care because her ear was hurting, and they found out that she had a cold. So neither of us have COVID. We've done multiple tests, and, you know, they ran some things there at urgent care for her. But because she flew when she had the cold, because she was patient 0, she picked it up. Thank you, by the way, for that hype train and those 8 subs. I appreciate that. I guess that can cause the development of an ear infection. I didn't even know that. So she has an ear infection, and then we tried to isolate how we could. She was like sleeping on the couch for a few nights, but apparently it wasn't enough. Just being in the same space, the shared space that we live in, it came my way. So now it's my turn to suffer as well. Yeah, good no covies. Yeah, exactly. Y'all have cooties. Yeah, we have cooties, not COVID. Yeah, cooties, not covies. It was Ethan's cooties. Oh gosh, yeah, developed into a full-blown disease. As far as I know, he's not sick. At least he hasn't told me he's sick, if he is sick, but I'm feeling a little gross from the sudden temperature changes, but not a cold. Yeah, the temp changes mess me up a lot too. Like, the changing of the seasons always affects me, but this has definitely not been fun. I have a little bit of a fever. That fortunately broke like after just a couple hours, so that wasn't like it stuck around for a long time. But I have a bit of a cough. I have a little bit of congestion. I've been eating a lot of soup, like pretty much just soup and bread. I feel like a malnourished Victorian child. But it's been that and some Pop-Tarts here and there. A little bit of Halloween candy when I feel up to it. But sore throat, cough, sniffles a little bit, a lot of trouble sleeping, but no like body aches. I've been able to taste and smell and things, and like I said, all the COVID tests came back negative, so that's a good thing. Ooh, but boy oh boy do I have the brain fog. October slump has made me really tired today. I've just been sleeping since work ended. Oh my gosh. I can imagine. It's totally understandable when you have to like pass out and stuff. He's used to his own cooties. It's like getting a blood donation from the wrong blood type. The Ethan strain of cooties. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, my body is a Panera Bread right now, pretty much. I think a bug juice would be enough to kill a Victorian child. Oh yeah, no, their brains would explode. Their insides would melt. There'd be too many preservatives for them. They wouldn't understand it. I've also been drinking so much Gatorade. I've had a lot of like airborne tablets, which have been helping. Like your earring, thank you.
Blanket and heating pad. I am a toasty burrito.
Ooh, that sounds so nice, Captain Photon.
I hope you recover soon.
Thank you for the 100 bits and thank you for the well wishes. This earring was just from I bought this, like the silver plating kind of wore off already because it was a cheap ass earring from Hot Topic that I bought a couple years ago when the dangly K-pop earring phase was very popular. And I wear it a lot. It's just you guys can't tell because I had such long hair before, and then the haircut, I'm finally able to show it off a little bit more. But if you go back on like Instagram and look at a bunch of my old photos, I have this earring. I like it though. It's got a key on it as well. It's got a little chain and a key on it. Hey, what's up, the famished? Welcome. Congrats on the Twitch deal. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a second. I think a Kool-Aid Jammers would kill a Victorian child. Oh, yeah, absolutely. They would be like, what is this Kool-Aid that thou talks of? And then you'd give them one, and their head would explode. It'd be awful. Too many chemicals in that. Their DNA would just break down, you know. Gotta love cheap-ass Hot Topic earrings. Yeah, it came with, like, a bunch of different styles. Some that I haven't even worn, because I literally just wanted the dangly one. But it was only like $10 for like 5 sets of earrings. It was pretty good. Hopefully you'll be able to heal quickly. Thank you, May. I appreciate that.
Hi, ramen.
Mom, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Jenna, what's up? Good to see you. Hello, hi. Last time I flew, I had no idea I had an ear infection or anything going on. I literally couldn't get up the next day. Then we went to the urgent care thinking I had COVID. The doctor checked my ears after we got the negative results and went, yeah, no, your ear's pissed. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened with Morgan is I guess the urgent care doctor was like a little bit scoldy where she was like, hey, you should never fly with a cold because it will almost always develop into an ear infection, which again, I didn't even know that was a thing. Morgan was like, I didn't really have a choice. I had to like come home. All but one of my mugs are packed away for moving. Nice. That's very, very... yeah, it's good that you left out the one so you can make some nice cocoa. Thank you, Mom, for more bits. My partner works at a Hot Topic as a manager. He gives me little jewelry from there as gifts all the time. That's adorable. I love that. Kool-Aid Jammers could kill me. They hurt my throat. Oh, no, May. I'm so sorry. You're deprived of the joy of Kool-Aid Jammers. I love Kool-Aid Jammers. They're so good. Lord Martini, do that. Go to Quick Trip. Get those things. Treat yourself. Those sound like a good meal to me, honestly. If I didn't want to go out, like, if I wasn't concerned about going out and getting a bunch of other people sick, I would definitely, like, grab a meal like that. I love those, like, take and bake pizzas. Morgan and I hit up, like, 7-Eleven sometimes, you know, and get, like, little snacks from there, like the pre-made stuff. Maybe it would kill them, but it was also a time when doctors would give you cocaine or leeches for illness. That's actually a very fair point. Very fair point, Halloween. Is medicine has come a long way, and they were trying all sorts of shit, right? Maybe if anything, maybe it would have, like, cured polio or something. You give them a Kool-Aid Jammer. A little waxy bottle of Coke candies could put a Victorian child in a coma. Oh, yeah, absolutely. They'd just be like, wait, you store the food inside the wax like a candle in the church? In the cathedrals? I'm a sucker for roller dogs myself. Yes, exactly, Captain Photon. I will openly admit this. Maybe it's bad judgment to do this, but I have foggy brain, so you guys can probably get a lot out of me right now. Now's the time to AMA me things. They're deeply personal, but I like the roller dogs at 7-Eleven. I won't even lie. I eat those. And if anything, I think it's strengthened my immune system, which is why this is the first time in like years I've gotten sick. Sorry to hear you're sick. Hey, all good. Thank you so much for being here, Amethyst. Grape soda lip smacker would send a Victorian child into anaphylactic shock. Oh my God. Nervely, what's up? Hello, hi. Thank you for the well wishes. Thank you, everybody. Happy Cola from Haribo sounds good right now. Yeah, the Happy Colas from Haribo are so good. Absolutely good choice, Cupcake. I'm going to make pasta and get cozy now. Yes, enjoy making the pasta. Enjoy the lurk. Thank you for being here. I had ear pain when I got strep, but it wasn't even my ears that were irritated. It was just my tonsils. Oh, that's the worst. I was really afraid when my throat started hurting it was strep. But fortunately, it's not. Lady Saga, hello, hi, welcome. This still does suck, though, because I have a bunch of, like, videos I need to get done for a client, and then I also have voice acting auditions. I had to miss out on a really big one that I wanted to do, but, like, I wasn't able to do it because I sound like this, and it would not have worked out well. Yeah, I know, Cupcake, I got what you meant. You're all good. Yeah, ooh, a client. Well, so the sponsor that I no longer have as a sponsor, I have some unfinished videos for them that I have to contractually do before our agreement ends. So those are the videos that I'm doing. But for the past 5 years, if you guys don't know the situation, I've been doing sponsored videos for a website called Lagged, which makes Flash games, like Flash web-based games. Uh-oh. Oh, my internet just dropped out completely. Awesome. Uh-oh. All right, we had a big buffer blip, so I may or may not be back. Hold up. Always something going on here. Okay. Hopefully we're back. I don't know why I did that. Are we good now? By the way, has the stream been better quality than the previous two? Because obviously we were dealing with the Twitch server issues. I hope the Twitch server issues are better. If so, let me know. Oh my God. Hello, Josie. Welcome. Twitch seems to be holding its own. Awesome. Glad to hear it. All right, so we're back. We're good. Just what I need right now is the fun of the internet being crap at the moment. It's just a cold amethyst. So Morgan got checked at urgent care to double check, and we've both taken a bunch of COVID tests since obviously we're traveling. We do that after every time we travel. So it is just a cold. Morgan has an ear infection because her cold developed into the ear infection, just due to the fact that apparently flying is not a good thing to do. But we had to come home, you know. We love to see an icon back. Thank you, May. The pink Stanley, it's a fake Stanley, but it is. I love how vibrantly pink it is, you know. Pasta Fajoule sent virtually. Thanks, Mom. Love you too. Thank you very much for all the bits and everything. It's cute. I like the color. I do too. I didn't vibe with pink very much when I was growing up because I was sort of discouraged from doing it. You know, being a kid in the 90s, boys weren't allowed to enjoy pink. So now that I am an adult, I enjoy lots of pink stuff because I love the color personally. It's so vibrant and fun. Anyway, good Lord. I forgot what the hell was I talking about? I'm talking about being sick. I feel like I was answering someone, wasn't I? I feel like I was answering a question. Oh, about the lagged stuff. Sorry. Pink slaps? It does. Like top 3 best colors, in my opinion. Yeah, indie game sponsor. So they're not an indie game site. So what it is, so the past 5 years, I've had a contract with a website called Lagged. And Lagged develops like web-based flash style games. Like if you guys remember like Cool Math Games and addictinggames.com and Girl Go Games and websites like that, which, you know, I've talked about wanting to do a stream of, so we'll definitely do a stream of that sometime. But they paid me monthly, and they paid me very generously monthly for the past 5 years, and it was great. It was a really cool thing because it's helped me out a lot. It's helped me make rent when times have been really, really rough, and I haven't been pulling in income from other things or have needed to take a break. There's always sort of that guaranteed safety net of income, which is fantastic, right? Recently, they had to undergo some financial reorganization, and so they had to let go of their creator program. So that included me, that included all the other creators that they create short-form content and long-form content with. So it wasn't a personal thing, but they just financially couldn't support all of us, so they just dropped all of us, which was a big surprise, and it was kind of a bummer because obviously I'm sweating a little bit, being like, wow, I'm suddenly making a lot less money than I need to be making because of this falling out. So I do contractually have to finish I think 6 more videos for them, and then our contract's over. But that is something I haven't been able to do because I'm sick. And then again, a lot of the voice acting auditions I was really looking forward to, I can't really exactly do at the moment. So that's kind of a sad thing that's been going on at the moment. But there's the backstory of why I've been pushing Girl Week so hard and been trying to do more sponsorships and stuff like that. Is I just kind of have to fill in the gaps, fill in the blanks now that those exist the way that they do. So yeah. My mom always tried to make me super girly as a kid, so I didn't like it for a bit, but now I'm healing and I can actually enjoy the color. Hell yeah, exactly. There you go. I feel like that's a pretty common thing for a lot of people, is they were forced to like something, and then because they were forced into that or pressured into that, they're like, that's not my thing. And then as they grow up, they're like, oh, I can enjoy this in my own way, from my own perspective, my own angle, and that makes it, great. Pink is so girly pop coded. It is. I love it. I really do.
I'm gonna go pee due to boredom.
Oh my god, Amy. What the heck? Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. That's so kind of you. Spooky Kitties. Maggie has some cats. That's so funny. There's 2 cat people right in a row. The Mad Hat, Sigs, and hey, is that like Sig's secret account? Sigs. And Barizapang, if any of you are here, please make sure that you're saying thank you to Amy. Enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub badge. Thank you so much for 5 gifted. I haven't even gotten to explain like what gifting subs can do for you yet. Naray, hello. Hello, welcome to the stream. I heard Pete. Well, you did, because the alert just went off. But welcome on in. Hello, hi. Good God. I hope I'm doing okay here tonight, everybody. Again, energy's gonna be pretty low overall. Sig's Twitch account? I guess so. He's secretly been donating money to, I don't know, VTubers, which I'm gonna have to talk to him about, because we don't do that in this house. These are jokes, by the way. I have VTuber friends. We got the sexy sicky voice. This is not sexy. I sound like Mark Hamill's character in The Fall of the House of Usher. I woke up this morning and I literally was like, I sound like that character, like that. You really should try to get into this phone. I see you're sick too. I am chaotic. I hope you feel better. Yeah, stern talking to that kitty. Bubble Cat, what's up? Hello, it's been a while. I hope you've been well. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Oh, God. Yeah. We have to talk to you about your gambling issues. Exactly. Oh, boy. Been lurking because I got Wingstop for dinner and have been eating and chilling. Oh, my gosh. Oh, well, enjoy the lurk, enjoy the Wingstop. That sounds so good right now. I want wings.
But I just had a nice shower.
Oh my God. My shower helped me become a lot more lucid earlier because I definitely understand that scrambled egg brain feeling. Thank you so much for the Prime, Silvermere. And again, I hope that your shower helped you out as well. Thank you for 38 months using Prime. I know you get only one of those a month. Thank you for using it here. Is the House of Usher any good? I mean, we haven't finished it, and also I'm not going to promote it too much because Netflix is technically a struck company. So, just mentioning that it's something that is happening and that I'm aware of Mark Hamill's voice in it. So, unfortunately, I'm sorry, Arduous, that I haven't started the conversation because I can't continue it. Just as someone who's a future member of SAG-AFTRA. Wingstop sounds so good. I fucking love a good Wingstop chicken sandwich. Wait, they make chicken sandwiches as well? I didn't know that. I only knew about their wings. I have to try their chicken sandwich now. I'm a chicken sandwich connoisseur. Glad you had a good shower. Yes, it was very nice. Hotel scrambled egg brain. Listen, people want to dunk on hotel scrambled eggs every now and then. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, Alexis, but, like, I love a good free hotel breakfast. I won't even lie. I didn't know Netflix is struck. They're one of, like, the biggest offenders of being struck right now by SAG-AFTRA. So, that is a big thing. I can talk about anime. That's pretty much about it. Chicken sandwiches at Wingstop are new. Oh, okay. That's why I didn't know. Okay, so Detonated, the chicken sandwich is good. I guess I'll have to check it out. Wait, they have Korean barbecue sauce? I'm so curious. Anytime a restaurant's like, oh, this is a Korean flavor, I'm like, I have to try that. Because I always want to know what they mean by that. Do they mean, is it just like gochujang? Or is it like a, I don't know, some sort of like bulgogi seasoning? I actually have to go shower now. Enjoy the shower, Juniper. Squeebles, hello. Hi, welcome to the stream. I love hotel scrambled eggs. Me too, Lady Saga. I love a free breakfast. Currently work at a hotel that does serve breakfast. We don't have scrambled eggs, but we do have fried eggs. That sounds awesome. I do too. It's just so specific. You can't get them like that anywhere else. The closest I've come is you can buy those like scrambled eggs in a carton from the grocery store. I know that sounds gross, but I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. I heard anime. Yes, Kia, hello. And that leads me into, I'm going to kick off my good news here. Also, I can't believe, like, hearing myself in my ears right now, that anyone would call this sexy, sick voice. Because, like, this is not sexy. When I think sexy, sick voice, I think, like, it brings people's octaves down. And they get that, like, low and slow kind of voice where they're like, oh, man. They're like kind of raspy. Like, was rough waking up today. I just got kind of this frog in my throat, and I just don't know if I can shake it. I just wish there was someone who could help me. You know, stuff like that. Like, that would be sexy sick voice to me. You do like a Stephen Bloom impression. Like every character Stephen Bloom's ever done in anime. Except for Gurren Lagann, where he is the very high-pitched, very flamboyant engineer. I love my free breakfast warm. I can choose what I want. Reminds me of childhood vacations. Yeah. Just received the funniest message from my friend who has forgotten to text me for a while. It says, so first and foremost, I apologize because I still have not played that fruit autism game. Oh my god, that's the perfect description of the game that I've cursed all of our brains with, okay? Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. A lot of folks sound like Batman, so you got the Joker. I sound like the Joker? Do you want to know how I got these scars? That actually at the end sounded way more like Mark Hamill's regular speaking voice, so that's kind of funny. That's a melding of meta and universes. TikTok bats. Frog in your throat. Stop swimming in a swamp, weirdo. I'm sorry. I did it with my mouth open. Just swallowed those guys. It's all there's something in the water that's turning the frickin' frogs gay, as they say. Fruit autism game is such an iconic phrase, though, right? God, I love that. It's been so long, but good news. I graduated from cosmetology school earlier this year. I'm now working a full-time salon job. Congrats to you. That's incredible, Bubble Cat. Proud of you. That's so good. Stop gulping pond water. I'm sorry, I got so thirsty. My throat is so dry, as you can hear. Is the fruit game an app? No, not currently. You can buy it on Nintendo Switch, but you can play it on both mobile and PC browser for free. So if you're someone who wants to play it on your phone, you can just go to suikagame.com, suikagame.com. It's the same game, and it's totally free. It's me. I'm the water turning the frogs gay. I never understood referring to it as frog in the throat. Instead, I told my parents I had a rock in my throat as a child because that's what it feels like. You know what? I petition that we start doing that because it definitely feels like that. I'm a gay frog. Hey, congrats, gay frogs. We have Gerb Frog for a reason. I found something similar on Google Play. Yeah, there's a lot of copycat games if you do want like an app version for sure. I didn't know the site was mobile compatible. It sure is. It really is. Black Chew, hello. It's only $3 on Switch. Yep. And they added it to the American store as well, finally, and you can play it in English. And they have a cute Halloween theme right now. Sarah, welcome on in. Welcome, Raiders. I hope that you had a wonderful stream. What were you up to? Let us know a little bit about it. Yeah, here, Naray, you're right. Chat can't put it in, so I'll put it in. There you go. There's your iPad baby time chat if you want it. Thank you so much for joining as well, Ren. Welcome on in. There, if you want to play it on mobile or browser or PC browser, you can do that there. Played Venba? Short and sweet and so much fun. What's Venba? Tell me a little bit about it. When I was little, I was scared how an entire frog was in someone's throat. I am 100% for a rock instead. Perhaps pebbles. Right, because at least then you can swallow those. And then, you know, you've heard of passing a stone. Loved Venba? Really? It's an Indian cooking sim game? That sounds adorable. I love that. I have to give that a try then. I love a good cooking sim game. I may or may not be voicing 2 characters in one, which I'm waiting. I'm desperately waiting for Cook Serve Forever to make the announcement about the 2 characters that I voice because they're so funny and they're polar opposites of like each other. So, yeah. It was fuels and cooking. Oh God. So it's probably gonna like mentally and emotionally destroy me from what I'm hearing. I get to go home tomorrow from the hospital? That's great, Josie. That's wonderful. Your guy crush is taking you home. That's very fortunate. I'm hesitant to update any of my mobile games right now for fear they'll remove the Halloween themes and immediately hoist Christmas upon me. That's a legitimate fear. I feel ya. Good news, Saturday is my family's soup stone gathering where we all bring soup ingredients and cook in a huge cauldron over the fire. I love that. What? Sunday, my friend is coming to get me so that we can work on putting together a character for our upcoming Homebrewed Chainsaw Man campaign. Oh my god, have so much fun with both those things. Love that. I straight up was convinced as a toddler that somehow in my sleep I swallowed and was swallowing a mouthful of gravel even though I had nothing to actually compare that thought to. That inference, that emotional inference there, you know? Fully sobbed at least 3 times. Oh boy, so it's going to kill me is what you're saying, Sarah. Oh my gosh. Definitely hit a tone for those who are children of immigrants. Oof. Good news, I just got done with my last session of my therapy program, meaning I've graduated something besides high school now. If only I could put that onto my resume, but after me trying not to cry from being an emotional, overwhelming sense, I ate some food and boba, then I see my favorite streamer. Oh, well, I'm glad. Congrats to you. That is a huge accomplishment. Like, genuinely, a gigantic accomplishment. Something that you can always revisit in the future if you feel like you need more. But the fact that you have a therapist who's on the same page, who's like, hey, I think that you're ready to move on to the next chapter of your life. That is a wonderful thing, truly. Also, good news, I'm the vibes right now. Also, the residents at work like my nails. They better have liked your nails. Your nails kicked ass. Oh my gosh, I've not been here in forever. What does this mean? Yeah, Bubble Cat, you missed a lot. I played a game called Dinosaur Fossil Hunter, and it allowed me to draw things. So I drew what is very clearly a Canadian maple leaf, and definitely not a pot leaf that's poorly drawn. And he's wearing sunglasses and definitely smoking a cigarette and not a joint. He's got little feet as well. Gray Lady, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Good news, I'm 1 week away from getting the keys for my first apartment. Alexis, congrats. Can't wait to know myself better living alone. That's an important chapter in people's lives, in my opinion. Learning to be with yourself and figure yourself out. For sure. Oh my gosh. Good news, I'm going out for my friend's birthday on Saturday. We're going clubbing and bringing earplugs and a book. Good luck with that. I hope that it goes well, Sarah. I hope that you are able to just drown out the noise with your own. Banana Moon Puppy, good to see you. My partner cut my hair today. It feels so much better. Amazing. I love that. Morgan just did this for me, and it feels so good. God, I'm dying. Good news, probably a bit personal, but after having some bad brain days, I feel refreshed and good. That's wonderful. I'm so sorry. Bad brain days, I think, are inevitable for all of us. You're definitely amongst people who are very familiar with that kind of thing. So knowing that you're feeling a lot better now, if anything, is a great thing to share, because other people go, wait, I'm going through kind of a rut. I'm going through kind of like a funky moment. But this person just did the same thing, and now they're feeling better. Maybe I will too soon. That's the way that it goes. That's the way it should be. My good news, if you guys did not see my announcement over on Twitter, is or have not activated the Crunchy command yet, is I was handpicked by Twitch and Crunchyroll, which, if you don't know what Crunchyroll is, it is a platform that has over 1,000 series on it. It's one of the leading platforms for streaming services for anime, live action shows, and manga. But they selected me for the Support a Streamer campaign for this month. So from now until November 30th, anyone who gifts 2 subs to my channel gets access to 60 days of premium mega fan membership, which allows you to stream things on your phone, watch things on your phone simultaneously on 4 different devices. Also allows you to do offline viewing, which is a really cool feature. So for the low cost of essentially $10, and you can activate this. Please read the blog post, because there are some exceptions. You do have to create a new account and things like that. Yeah, one of the legal sites. Yeah, exactly, Sarah. One of the legal anime sites. Squeebles, thank you for the gifted sub. To Gray Lady. Oh my God, Gray Lady. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the sub badge. Make sure you're saying thanks to Squeebles. But yeah, we love Crunchyroll for sure for sponsoring this month, essentially. So every 2 subs that that someone gives. Do you have to give 2 at the same time, or can you split? I'm not 100% sure on that. I think that they go over that in the blog post, just as a heads up. But yeah, I mean, it should be in your drops section on the Twitch website. So if you go to drops on the Twitch app or the website, you should be able to see your progress. Should give you some stipulations there as well. I believe that it's a progress bar that's like you can do 1 at a time, but something obviously we'll figure out. I spent a lot of time on Crunchyroll. Very much worth that $10. Same. I am so again, I'm allowed to talk about anime because anime is normally non-union work, specifically dubbing. So none of it is struck. So this is one of the few things of media that I am allowed to talk about. But I am currently using Crunchyroll to watch Jujutsu Kaisen, which if you are not someone who's watching Jujutsu Kaisen and the Shibuya arc right now, the Shibuya arc thing, as a manga reader of that show, things are about to get really real for you. I'm so sorry ahead of time. We also have Demon Slayer. I've been watching Demon Slayer. Kimetsu no Yaiba, I believe, is the Japanese title of it. Yeah, best arc. Smile. Kia, you're a knower. I know you're a knower. I'm doing a rewatch of... They have a bunch of old anime. Again, over 1,000 series on Crunchyroll. So I've been rewatching Mobile Suit Gundam Double Zeta, which is one of my favorite silly shows from the Gundam franchise. But is still part of the main canon Universal Century storyline if you're someone who wants to go back and watch the older series. They have all the Gundam series. I think it's like one of the only sites that has all the Gundam series, which is really cool. And then me and a group of friends, every Wednesday, we get together to watch anime series. And this month we've been watching Code Geass, which I haven't watched in like 10 years or something, 15, 20 years, something like that, whenever it first came out. So that's been a really fun rewatch, honestly. It is cumulative support, so you can give 1 at a time. Okay, awesome. Love that. Oh my god, and speaking of, thank you for gifting a sub to Banana Moon Puppy. Banana Moon Puppy, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub badge. Make sure you're saying thanks. Make sure you're saying thanks to Naray. Thank you, everybody, for being here, by the way, even though it's so late. Really appreciate all of you. Oh my god, Naray! Thank you so much. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Arduous Spark. It's so kind of you. Thank you. Love Demon Slayer. Need to get back into it. It's a fun show. You know, like, you really care about a lot of the characters. Got to catch up on Jujutsu Kaisen. Good luck to you. I've been with Crunchyroll for a few years now. Never disappoints. Currently working on One Piece. Good luck. I love One Piece. That's another good one. That's another good one that Crunchy's got. Need to properly rewatch Code Geass? Absolutely. It's fun. It's a little heavy with the current political climate right now. I will say that. We didn't think about that. We were like, oh my god, with everything going on internationally in the world, this show is kind of like fucked up when you really like draw the parallels. I've been meaning to get into anime. Maybe now's my chance. There you go, the famished. Yeah, think about it. Thank you so much again for the gifted sub to Arduous Spark. Arduous Spark, enjoy the emotes and the sub badge. My favorite streamer sounds like a reanimated corpse. That's me, the #1 reanimated corpse streamer. Poisonous, good to see you here. Been focused on One Piece. Yeah, please keep watching One Piece. I love it. I know that this is like, One Piece fans, we proselytize, right? There's this really funny series on TikTok of this guy who's like, I'm of the church of Latter-day Straw Hats. And he like knocks on the door of like it's obviously a setup sketch. But he knocks on the door of this woman and he's there and he's holding like a manga volume of One Piece. And he's like, I'm trying to spread the word of the Prophet Oda to everyone. Squeebles, thank you so much for a gifted sub to Poisonous. What the heck, Poisonous? Enjoy the emotes and the sub badge. Oh my god. Everyone in my family has RSV right now. You sound just like us. Yeah, that's the thing, Ren, is I was very worried this was RSV. I mean, it might still be. All I know is it's not COVID, so that's great. But good luck to you and your family. I hope you all feel better. Hearing streamers sick, I'm also sick. Oh my god, I'm also smudge for you, Brosapang. Good to see you here. But yeah, here's the thing. We grounded Bree, so now we have to compensate. So true, Squeebles. Oh my god, thank you very, very much. First time you played the fruit game, 1368. That's a good score to start with. So 3K is the agreed upon amount that if you can beat 3K, then you're like a pretty sick player. And not sick like me, like sick, dude. You know? But One Piece, yes. Is it daunting at over 1,000 episodes? Absolutely. But one of my friends, Radstads, put this into perspective the other day. There are like 200 or 300 more episodes of House Hunters out right now than there are of One Piece. Okay? One Piece has less episodes and less seasons than freaking House Hunters. I'm working on an RSV vaccine clinical trial right now. I hope it becomes available to the public. No way. That's so wild. So cool. Brookie, hello, by the way. Hello, hi. Yeah, like sick. Exactly, Savvy. Brian hit 3K too many times and is now sick. Oh, God. I have still not hit 3K in Fruit Game. This is like a repeat of Only Up, where I'm like, it has to happen this time, right? Hope you and Morgan feel better. Thank you. Oh, my God.
He only likes her because she's old. She's probably like 25.
Bubblecat, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you for the 18 months total. Year and a freaking half. I appreciate you rejoining the community as a sub. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much, everybody. We are working currently, if you don't know. Oh, my God. The Famish.
The other L word.
You're very gifted sub to Planet Moonstars. Planet Moonstars, if you're here, make sure you're saying thanks to the Famished. Enjoy the emotes and the sub badge. Oh, my God. Thank you so much. It's really, really kind, everybody. We are still working towards Girl Week. I have not given up on Girl Week. If you guys enjoyed the Ada Wong cosplay on Halloween, it can be that all the time, you know? Mommy can always be home. She's not always out shopping for milk and cigarettes. Oh my God, the Famish also, thank you for a gifted sub to Nixie... Nixeliana. Nixelion. I'm really bad at reading, apparently. Nixelion, make sure you're saying thanks to the Famished. Enjoy the emotes and the sub badge. What the heck? Oh my gosh. All of you are so kind. Really, really, truly kind. Mommy can always be home. Yeah, she's not always out looking for milk and cigarettes. Mommy, please come home. The good news is we got Fa to make us feel better. Ooh, you know what's funny is I was just reading an article like a year or two ago because I was like, would Fa do the same thing as chicken soup for people who are sick? And apparently, it's highly recommended as, like, a soup that should help you out when you're feeling sick. It's because of all, like, the vitamins and minerals and, like, all the veggies in it, I guess.
The L word.
Oh, my God, Bubblecat, thank you for the gifted sub to Zaria0503. Zaria, if you're here, make sure you are saying thank you. Thank you so much, both of you for being members of the community. Oh my God, I'm glad you didn't get your dad didn't get pneumonia, Ren, or no one else got pneumonia. Did the dress you wore for your Ada Wong cosplay have flowers or something on it? Like, was it flowers or butterflies? It's whatever patterns on the traditional dress that Ada Wong wears in the video game. So if you just, like, Google Ada Wong red dress, you should find one that matches the patterns. I don't remember exactly what is on it. I was already starting to feel sick then, so my memory was getting kind of foggy and weird. Gift sub tip at the bottom of the options, you can enter a custom amount if you want to reach the 2 gifts for the Crunchyroll deal. Oh, wow. Yeah, thank you for the reminder, Austin, to anyone who doesn't know. The Weeb month this month will definitely give us a boost for Girl Week for sure. Weebs love anime and Girl Week. So true. And especially because I have anime-themed cosplays planned. Like, I have... this really sucks because what I wanted to do was... I believe tomorrow, the new set, Paradox Rift, or maybe it's the 4th, of the Pokemon card game comes out that Pokemon Company sent me. Right? We got the booster box of Paradox Rift, the brand new set. We got the ETB, pretty sick, all from Pokemon Company International. If I felt good, I wanted to dress up as Marnie from Pokemon, and then open up the Paradox Rift cards early before a lot of people get the chance to, because it doesn't officially drop retail till like tomorrow or Saturday or something. I think it's tomorrow. Normally they're on Fridays. And then I'm probably obviously not doing that tonight. That was tonight's plan for a stream if I felt better, but I definitely knew yesterday that I wasn't going to feel good today. so we didn't get to really do that. Also, it's Girvember. Oh my god, I forgot about Girvember. It is yeah, I do technically get older in like 11 days. I'm sorry about that. Oh my god, thank you so much, Little Red Low Brie. I appreciate that. I hope the Halloween stream was fun. By the way, I missed it because I fell asleep early because I'm rapidly becoming an old man. All good. I started so late because we had trick-or-treaters, and then obviously Morgan and me starting to feel kind of sick. Well, Morgan being very sick and me starting to feel sick kind of got in the way of getting started early. I didn't start till like around 11 p.m. So when's my birthday? It's November 13th. Just talking about you with one of my best buds. She was talking about how much she loved meeting you and how sweet you were. Was it Katie? Was it Cutie Lee? Because the very first person besides the people I already knew at Ethan's premiere who talked to me was someone who came up and they went, "Hey, what's up? I'm Katie. I go by Cutie Lee online." And she was like, "I have a message from Bree." And I was like, "Wait, which Bree?" And she was like, I can't remember her username. And I was like, "Is it Little Redlow?" And she was like, "Yes, that Bree." And she was like, she said to say hi to you at this. So, yeah, thank you for passing along the hello. She was so lovely. We were actually DMing a second ago because I accidentally activated crypto bots for her by making a joke about Cloutcoin. Good news, my bedroom window was replaced, so now I have temperature regulation in my sleeping space. That's great to hear, Silvermere. I hope that helps. Fellow sicky person, oh my god, I feel like the whole community's sick. Wolfer, feel better soon. Seriously. Birthday's the 15th? Wild Cupcake. Yeah, very close. I think someone else in the community has a November 14th birthday. Antichrist Bear, was it you? It was someone else. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. Truly. J-Rock, what's up? Speaking of clout, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing well. Ryan is just plaguing everyone with crypto. Yeah, that's the true sickness in the world right now. Cast summon CryptoBot as an area of effect spell. Yeah, I made a joke, and then she wrote, like, crypto for crypto back to me, and then immediately DM'd me with, like, I got so many crypto bots replying to me now. Oh, God. Thank goodness the newsletter has the right date. Oh, I haven't looked at the newsletter yet, but this is a good reminder, everyone. We do have a community newsletter if you haven't joined our Discord. Sarah works really hard every month out of the goodness of her own heart to just create a newsletter with community events. If you have things to submit like poetry, short stories, art, whatever, it's like a cool like community like summarizing what we're all up to kind of thing. So you can definitely check that out. Please go download that. I believe it's in the stream content chat room on Discord, but go check it out. Been feeling sick for a few days. I hope it isn't a sign. I hope you can avoid it. I tried to dodge it. I dodged it as long as I could. Because Morgan was sick for like a full 5 days before I started getting sick. What's up, everyone? Hope all my sick people feel better ASAP. Thanks, dude. And Squeebles, thanks for gifting a sub to J-Rock. J-Rock, enjoy the emotes and the sub badge, man. Thank you so much for being here. My laptop died immediately after I said it. Said it. Oh, my God. I was raving about you before the premiere because I was so excited you might end up meeting my girls because you're so lovely. Did you have other girls there? Who else besides Katie? I met Katie and Chris Raygun at the same time, which was wonderful because I got to tell Chris that I was the one who was tweeting at him that we were very similar height and stature and that we'd make a good matchup in Creator Clash 3 if he wanted a fair fight, since he got his, he got like knocked out by a dude who was way above his weight class and height class. But I would love to box Chris if Creator Clash wants me, Mick's girlfriend smoking. Oh man, it was so wild. So I have a great story for you about Mick, since you're friends with him, Bree. But so at the premiere, it was wild. Mick and I are not like we were not acquaintances before. Like we know of each other, I think, just through our circles of friends overlapping. I didn't meet Smokey, which is so wild. I think she was like using the bathroom or something when I met Mick. But yeah, and also I get that about Chris because his online presence is a little edgy at times, so I understand that. But he was a gem in person. But Mick was walking by, and I was like, I should probably finally introduce myself to Mick because we've been in the same spaces for so long. And I just was like, yo, Mick, what's up? I'm Brian. nice to meet you. I've been a fan for years. Like, you do some really cool stuff. Really big fan of, like, your, like, JoJo's stuff and everything else, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure stuff and everything else you do, all your animation and voice work. And he was like, dude, thanks, man. That's really, really kind of you. And he was like, and then on the spot, he was like, what do you do? And because I was like, I don't want to interrupt you, you know, like, if you got to get somewhere. It looked like you were going somewhere, so I just wanted to introduce myself briefly. Thanks for supporting my boy Ethan. And he was like, no, dude. He's like, hey, what do you do? And I was like, well, I've been an online, you know, content creator for 10 years now, over 10 years. I'm a voice actor. I do everything full time, which is wild. And he was like, what's your username? And I was like, oh, it's Girbeagly. And then he just like whipped up his phone and he like pulled up Twitter and he's like, no, can you spell that for me? And he just like wrote it, he typed it into his phone right then and there, and he hit follow right in front of me. And he's like, dude, I've been looking for some voice actors to do some stuff that are like established and trusted people in the industry. And he's like, I'll have to hit you up. And I was just like, oh my God, that's really cool. Thank you so much, man. And we just had like a little bit of a chat, and then I'm going to cry. This is so cute and surreal. Mick is one of my best friends in the whole wide world. It's going to make me cry. He was so pleasant. He was such a nice dude. And then I DM'd him later, and actually let me like read the DMs, because he was just really, really nice. But I like apologized to him. Well, he wrote to me, sending a message so I don't forget. Thanks again for the kind words about my work. And I was like, genuinely, it was a pleasure to meet you. Also, sorry for not following you here on Twitter. I hate this platform, LOL. Because I hadn't been following him on Twitter, because I just don't follow everyone that I know on Twitter. I already follow him on, you know, other things. And he was like, no worries. I'm very I'm not very social media centric. I got plenty of people I'm close to that I don't even follow here either. So same mentality. And he's like, I tend to randomly post and respond, but it helps for DMs and stuff. And then later we saw each other at the after party, and he was like, dude. He's like, do not feel awkward about not following me. Like, you're great. And he like gave me a big pat on the back, and like, just like every time we saw each other, he like waved to me and stuff. And he was just a really nice guy. So, super kind. So much hype. Thank you. Yeah, awesome. I would love to work with him, just because I've respected his work for a very long time, and obviously he's done a lot of cool stuff with like Mark. If you guys are fans of Heist or Murder, like Who Killed Markiplier, Heist with Markiplier, In Space with Markiplier, Mick's been a part of all those projects. You probably recognize him the most from him being the detective in Who Killed Markiplier. So if you know that dude, he is everywhere. Now you're like, oh wait, he's that guy. I recognize him in all those other projects too. But it was really cool, just because like, again, I suffer from a lot of imposter syndrome and bad self-esteem, and I just feel like someone who the industry's moved past the need for. I'm so old, I'm archaic, I'm draconian, I am just absolutely past my prime, I'm expired. And I just don't feel like people care as much. But then being at this premiere, I had so many of my peers and so many people who I've known for years online, or people like that who my paths have crossed with over and over again, but we've never really gotten a chance to introduce each other, come up to me and talk to me and want to know who I was and include me in things. And that was really cool. That was really sweet. So I am very, very happy I attended that event. It's that guy, Love the Detective. Yeah, so you know who I'm talking about. Generally love that Mark insists on putting the same people in everything he makes. My hope is someday he's like, Brian, do you want to be a part of one of these things, even as a voice? I'd love to be a part of one of his projects. I think it would be super fun. But he knows so many people, and he's got such a great crew that he already works with. It's not like I'm bummed about it. We've known each other 5 years and have been hanging out online nightly before he followed me back. He's the worst. That's so funny. That's so fun. But that's just the way that this industry is. Sometimes there's people I've known for years I've not followed back because I'm like, I either forget in the moment, or it's like, oh, I know I'm going to see them already. Like I'm already going to see them on Discord or whatever. Like, it just is what it is. It's sleepy time for me now because I've got work early tomorrow. Take care. Thank you so much for being here, Bubble Cat. Truly appreciate you. Like, thank you. Get some wonderful rest. You're incredible, Brian. You deserve the respect for the things you do. Well, thank you for thinking so. Thank you so much. Oh my God, Lard Martini, I'm glad you treated yourself. Thank you. Thanks for treating yourself to the pizza and the Kool-Aid. Wonderful. I'm having a smoothie and chicken sandwiches now. Hey, that's a good replacement. You got the Kool-Aid and the pizza for later, you know? What's oh my God, Jack, what's up? Good to see you. And hello to Ryder as well. Nice to have you here. Hello, everybody joining. But yeah, that was a cool moment because, again, it's like knowing other people in this industry have the same mentality and having people be like, yo, dude, it's not a big deal that you didn't follow me back. It's just social media. It's not that deep. Like, that's the way that I look at it, too. Maybe I'm a boomer for that, but, like, I just don't put that much stock into, like, social media follows, follow backs, that kind of thing. But, you know, we'll see what happens as far as that relationship. It would be very cool to work with Mick because he does such if you guys don't know, outside of his acting, he does great voice work, and he also is an animator who's very, very talented. So definitely check him out. And if you don't know his name, he goes by Rice Pirate Mick on Twitter. But it was really funny. It's also, you'll get a kick out of this, Bree. I'm totally going to talk to him later. Let him know I really appreciated his kindness a lot. But it was very funny. So Morgan and I sat down for the premiere. We got separated from, like, Jordan. Jordan was off doing who God knows what, because he gets, like, hyperactive at these things. It's like bouncing around like a fucking dog. But he was, I think, on the other side of the theater. So Morgan and I were like, all right, I guess let's go, like, sit with, like, Mark and Amy. So we sat with Mark and Amy for the premiere, and nearby him was, like, Mick and Smokey, and then Cutie and Chris were sitting in front of us, and Katie Lee turns around and she goes, oh my God, all the Asians always gather in the same space. And I was just like, oh God, she's so right. We all gathered in the same space. We all sat together. This is our own little section. Incredible. My God. For me, it depends. If there's one thing that I have on, I have you on, I'm good. But if I don't talk to you every day, I'm like, but what if I want to send you memes? That's fair. Jordan out there looking for ghosts. No, he was so, like, hypercharged. He was like, it was so funny because, so, like, we went to Ethan's house before. Wait, she messaged you that? That's so funny, by the way. But no, we went to Ethan's house before the premiere, like a select group of us. And, like, Jordan immediately goes to the fridge for, like, a White Claw or something. And he's like, why aren't you drinking? And I'm like, I'm fucking dead, bro. I don't know how you're drinking. I'm so tired right now. And Mark looks over at me and he's like, I'm so exhausted as well. And, like, the two of us were just like, we just don't have your energy, bro. You're like a newborn puppy or not a newborn puppy. You're like a puppy that's been, like, I don't know, not fixed yet. You're freaking jumping around everywhere, man. Like, he was not hunting for ghosts. He would have scared them all away. He was just super energy the whole time. Did we share good news yet? If so, good news. Cactus Mom is finally home from the hospital in less than a year now till Ryder and I are married. And my birthday is tomorrow. I get free Dutch Bros for it. Yo, Jack, happy early birthday to you. And I'm so glad to hear that Mom is feeling a little bit better. And also, congrats on the upcoming marriage. That's incredible. That's all incredible stuff. I love that. She said she saw you and she thought you were lovely. And then she pointed out the Asian Collective. That's so sweet. Thank you for passing that on. That's really, really nice. I always feel like I'm really annoying when I'm at these things, especially because I've known so many industry people who are nice to your face and then they go, you know, into a private setting and they're like, wow, that person is so fucking annoying. And I always feel like I'm that way. Like, after every one of these, I always go to Morgan. I'm like, did I talk too much? Was I annoying to all these people? So, like, when they DM me afterwards or if they, like, interact with my social media or whatever, come to streams, like, it's always, like, kind of a reassuring moment for me. It was very nice. Very, very nice. I don't play the fame game anymore, though. Like, I kind of don't care. I want to surround myself with people I like and that I consider are good people. Like, I don't really care if they're creators or not. So, if I'm annoying to people who I don't care about in the creator space, I don't give a shit. if I'm annoying to people who I think are lovely as well, then I get sad, you know? So, constantly feeling annoying is ADHD culture. That's super fair. Yeah, that's very, very true. For sure. Oh my God. Katie Lee is an angel, but she is also 100% does not hold back. And if she didn't like you, she'd be very honest, and she had nothing but good things to say. What the heck? That's really sweet. Are people talking about me behind closed doors? What the hell's going on here? I do love that she's also, you know, Korean American, and also because she straight up looked at me. She goes, "What kind of Asian are you?" When we were all sitting together, and I was like, "Korean," and she went, "Yes," like that. But I love that her bio on Twitter is like she's Korean American and a pothead. And I was like, okay, I can vibe with this person. In the least parasocial way, Ryder and I have decided that y'all are invited. It's going to be next Halloween. You would not be the first people to invite us, Morgan and me, to your wedding. I've gotten so many wedding invites from viewers and fans over the years in my P.O. box. By the way, if you guys don't remember, I have a P.O. box if you want to send me stuff. But I've gotten so many wedding invites in my P.O. box over the years. It's always very flattering. I don't think I would attend most of them. I'm so sorry. But there's a lot of people out there who do that. Literally, the first thing she messaged me was, "He's Korean." I'm crying. That's so lovely. I love that. We do try to find each other out in the wild as much as we can. It's very important for the collective mind. I've always have the thought in the back of my head that I'm such a blabbermouth. That's how I feel all the time. It really do be the ADHD, for sure. So, you're not alone. Most of the time, the fact that you're self-conscious about it means that you probably weren't. That's at least the way that Morgan's described it to me. Because obviously, I'm a little too close to the source. I know in my head, I think I'm a blabbermouth, but I'm the one with ADHD. So I feel like I am a blabbermouth, and that's the way that I'll always feel. But Morgan does not have ADHD, so she fully will be like, "Yo, you were fine. You actually gave way more space to other people to talk than allowed yourself to speak." So that's the way that I try to be. I mean, that's what these streams are for. I get to talk as much as I want. But as far as a majority of those interactions go, I think as long as you're not the person who's like being super like disruptive, and that's a hard thing to gauge because that's gonna be a sliding scale for everyone out there. But like as long as you're not being disruptive and being rude and like intentionally interrupting everyone all the time, then you should be fine. It's like I saw a video the other day of a bunch of creators hanging out, and one of them just like, the person was like clearly filming like all their friends, and they were like having commentary about what was going on, and one person just went like into the camera, just like popped their head into frame and just started like yelling into the camera. And it's like, all right, that was like maybe funny as a bit, but also like kind of annoying when someone's like making their own content or trying to be like, I'm sharing this moment with people, and like just got super, super disrupted. Ryder says you're breaking his heart /J. Fair enough, though. That's my blanket policy. Unless I'm in the same area as you, probably not going to show up at your wedding. I'm not going to do the Bill Murray thing. ADHD sucks sometimes. I know I talk a lot and tell people that if I'm talking too much, let me know if I'm bothering them. Let me know, and I will give them time and space, whatever they need. Yeah, I'm the same way. I will always adhere to other people's boundaries when I can. ADHD urge to constantly apologize for checklist existing. Yep, exactly. Midoriya, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Welcome on in. Good God. Toxic streamer doesn't leave space for chat. Talk on their own. No, you guys can talk as much as you want. It doesn't mean that I'm going to acknowledge that you're saying anything, though. Sometimes I'm like, wow, that was annoying. I won't read that. And sometimes I'm like, there's too much in chat, and I can't read everything, you know? So, destination wedding in New York. My presence at your wedding is probably not worth it. I'll say that much. But yeah, anyone who worries about that similar thing, I think as long as you're not like fucking overwhelming everyone around you with your energy or getting in the way of what someone else is creating or doing, then you're probably fine. There's a good and obviously friend group dynamics differ between people, but absolutely one of those things where like the fact you're self-conscious about it means that you have some sort of emotional intelligence and means that you have some sort of understanding of like social acceptability, which means you're probably going to be someone who's a lot more conscious about it, even subconsciously, than most people out there. So just as a heads up, that's just the way that I see it. I think reception venues would be less expensive there. I mean, they're pretty cheap here in Rochester, I won't lie. We're like a pretty cheap part of New York as far as things like that go. You're so cool. No, you're so cool. Thank you for being here, Little Red Lowberry. Social anxiety and neurodivergence is really just a combo hitter on that front. Oh, yeah, same here. I feel you, Poisonous. It's me, Brian's #1 fan. Hello, Sachi. We were talking about the event, the premiere a little bit again. Sachi and I took a ton of pictures together. Sachi, I hope that what we texted about is still taking place. That the other version of you has not reared her head again. You'll have to let me know. I've been better about not worrying about how I come across at parties and events, but I do always stick with people I know. I'm not the mingling type, but I can keep it going if someone comes up to me. There you go. That's the way to do it, honestly, Brookie. Listen, your comfort is your comfort. Do what feels right to you, you know? So, yeah. I have a wild story about someone trying to communicate with the wrong energy for a situation. I don't even know if it was an ADHD thing or a just not having social skills or awareness thing. It's hard to tell sometimes. I mean, that's why, like, I stick to my own friends, too, and if someone is, like, being kind of an ass, I'm so straightforward at this point. Again, I do not give a shit who likes me or doesn't like me most of the time. I care about clear and direct boundaries in communication. If someone's being an asshole, I go, yo, bro, why are you doing this thing? And we get it sorted. And most of the time, I'm willing to give them the, benefit of the doubt. Obviously, there's a limit to that. There's a limit to my kindness and my understanding. But it's one of those things where, like, it's helped me figure out who's worth keeping around and putting effort into, I guess. So when I have those moments where someone's like, yo, bro, you keep talking over these people, I go, I am so sorry. That is on me. I'm going to be more conscious about that. I'll work on that. Savvy, take care. Thank you so much for vibing. Truly appreciate you a lot. Like, genuinely. Sach. I just got your text. Okay. I believe in the you that believes in you. Just, my thoughts on it. Be awesome. Be awesome and careful. As much as possible. I care about you a lot. I'm usually worried about saying the wrong thing and trying to gauge what is acceptable on one group of people and not on another, and then totally not acceptable for me. So yeah, it's a wild ride. Yeah, and you just got to work out those dynamics. They're going to be individualized a lot. Thank you, Savvy, also. Oh my God, I thought you were heading out. That was really kind. Wanted to round the sub goal. Well, that's really kind of you. Oh my God, thank you. I can't believe we already hit 25 of 25 here. Thank you for gifting us up to Shan Squatch and Batman Bree. If either of you are here, make sure you say thanks to Savvy. Enjoy the emotes, enjoy the sub badge. Seriously. Thank you, everybody. It was a chill, relaxed night with Gal Pal. We out here. Okay, I love that for you. That is what you deserve, for sure. That's so fun. I so hope you feel better soon. I got to get up at 5 tomorrow, so I'm going to... Yes, please go get some wonderful rest. Thank you also for the well wishes. I promise you... I'm taking good care of myself. I've been drinking so much, so the 2 teas. All right. Unofficial tier list for teas here, everybody. We got, up at the top for when you're sick, ginger turmeric tea. Holy cow. It's so good. It's been so helpful. Yeah, tier list, exactly. Yo, what's up, Juniper? Welcome back. Welcome. We got We got ginger turmeric tea. Fantastic. Amazing on my throat. Mix in a tiny bit of honey. We're all good to go. There's also oh God, what was the other one? I've been drinking a lot of lemon honey tea, I think is what it is. And then mixing in some local honey into that as well. So those top two picks by a long shot. Green teas right now are really awesome. Those have been super helpful. I've been hydrating with Gatorade and water. I've been using my my airborne zinc and vitamin C tablets. Tea sonas. Oh my god. I have been doing. I would be a nice Lady Grey tea. Not quite an Earl Grey, but a little bit of a softer flavoring. A little bit of a softer tea. What color Gatorade? Morgan bought us a whole bunch of the lemon lime ones, which I actually like a lot, honestly. Sugar-free, because I've been trying to cut back on sugar a little bit. I get it from other sources. I've been doing that. I've been eating so much soup. Chicken and rice soup, extra noodle soup, you name it. Tons and tons of Gatorade, though. Holy cow. And ginger ale. I'm a basic tea, black with honey and milk. Okay. It's a classic. You can't go wrong with that. Have you ever noticed Earl Grey smells like hot Cheerios? I don't get that from it, but because I'm a big Earl Grey drinker. I drink so much Earl Grey. I like the caffeine in it. I like the flavor of the bergamot. But I don't get that from it. That's wild. That's so interesting that we smell that so differently. I love peppermint and cinnamon. Yeah, I gotta do some peppermints too. I think those would be, the mint would soothe my throat a lot. Peach tea at lunch today at Slap. That sounds so good. Also, a lover of extra noodle soup because it's like one of the best. You have to think about it before you have it next time. I will do that because I've been drinking that in the morning for my caffeine kick. I'm like, oh, it's like a nice, soothing tea on my throat. But I like to stick to the ones that are less caffeinated because I've been just sleeping on and off all day today. So, yeah. And I have Sudafed, I have Robitussin, I have ibuprofen, I have so many different cough medicines. I'm eating a Halls right now, honey lemon, and there's a lot of medicine in my body at the moment. I'm doing as well as I can, Everyone's tea sodas sound yummy. This implies we're drinking each other. Unfortunately, I'm a tea disliker and have yet to be converted. That's fair. I didn't start liking tea that much until much later in my life. I also get green apple black tea from my local boba place. That sounds awesome. Usually with lychee, popping boba tea. That sounds so good, actually. Wait, chat, this is the perfect reason to do my voice training. If I speak in a higher octave, my voice doesn't sound as raspy. So... Meow? That's how you're supposed to kick it off, apparently, is you say meow and then you start speaking in that octave. That helps with your femme voice. Peppermint's good for your stomach. If you're feeling a bit queasy. Yeah, that's what I normally do. I haven't felt queasy at all with this, fortunately. I feel like I'm either some Monster Rehab tea or maybe a lavender tea of some sort. Those are good ones as well. My favorite tea is orange spice tea. Nice. That's a good one. I can only say I'd be a black tea with honey and milk. It's because that's the only way I'll drink it besides the cinnamon added in. That's fair. I am Kiki-sama. I am doing Crunchyroll and Twitch partnership. Sure am. Welcome. Are you sure that's not catgirl propaganda? To be fair, if you overlapped the cat girl community with the trans femme community, it's a perfect circle. So it's a little bit of both. And it's funny you say that because the girl who's doing the trans femme voice lessons, who's like, you have to say nya before you do your voice training, is a cat girl VTuber. So yeah, it's the equivalent of me saying I like your personalities. I don't want to consume any of you, I swear. Which is Wildflowers. Hello, hi. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god, my voice is kind of getting worse as I go on. This is the most I've talked. Trans femme culture is cat girls, thigh high socks, and that one chart. Blow high. He has a name and he's a trans icon. Put some respect on it. Come on. My god. Yeah, you're supposed to go. Nya. Hi. Hello. My name is Bree. There you go. I can't really do it that well because my throat is very, very sore. Sick day? It is a very sick day. So, we be out here doing what we can. Just doing a comfy just chatting stream tonight. Promoting the new Crunchyroll support a streamer. donate 2 subs to me.
Got the L word.
And
Lesbian?
hey, just like
The
Kiki
other
Sama
L
did.
word.
Kiki Sama, thank you. That's really kind of you.
Lesbians?
Thanks for gifting 2. Enjoy your Crunchyroll Premium for the next 60 days. Thousands of titles, by the way. You can check out One Piece. You can watch Jujutsu Kaisen. You can watch Demon Slayer. You can go back and watch some good old classics like School Rumble, I think's on there. Azumanga Daioh, you name it. I'm so out of the loop about the shark. Blowhigh? Blowhigh is the IKEA shark that is a trans icon. Crunchyroll has a lot. I'm satisfied. I love them. I use them. I've been watching the old Gundam series recently on them. And Code Geass. Still sounded really good despite the sickness, though. Thank you. My cat's so mad at me because I accidentally bonked her head with my laptop. Oh, no. Don't be bonking kitty. What the heck? Oh, my gosh. Thank you very, very much, though, for the 2 subs. Lady Arium and Wandering into the Void. If either of you are here, make sure you're saying thanks to Kiki Sama. Very kind of you. Thank you. Found it funny in comparison that part of Transmask voice training is just humming. You guys also... obviously, this isn't to overgeneralize or invalidate anyone in the Transmask identity. But also, you get the benefit of your HRT helping you lower your voice. You get that benefit from your HRT, whereas the trans femme experience is it's all voice training. So you still have to voice train as a trans mask, but you do get a little bit of a buff from the HRT, which I'm like, that's a little unfair. How was Halloween? It was pretty good. It was very, very good. I don't know what HHN is, which is Wildflowers. I'm so sorry. But was that Halloween Horror Nights? That's what I'm going to infer from that. I did an Ada Wong cosplay, and we hung out and showed off costumes and Halloween decor and stuff from the community. It was really cute. It was very fun. I can just hum. That's the thing. Yeah, because it helps develop your vocal folds. Testosterone did all the work for me. Hell yeah, dude. Gonna dip and try to get some sleep. Chaotic, get some wonderful rest. Thank you for being here. Estrogen does definitely not give a few of the things testosterone can. Absolutely, May. It's a little bit of an uphill climb. But when y'all have the power to surprise people by switching back and forth. That's true. Again, I showed you guys that video of my friend Kaylee McKee, very famous voice actress, who is trans femme. And she has a vocal range where she is, you know, fully feminine, high femme voice, and then can go all the way down to, like, baritone. So she can be like, "Hi, I'm Kaylee McKee." Hello. Also at the same time, and does it, like, way more convincingly than me. It's incredible what she can do with her voice. And she as a result, because she's a voice actor, she voices femme roles and mask roles, which I love. Honestly, kind of living for the dolls. I've been watching some style outfits, and I'm like, I strive for the amount of style that's in their single pinky nail. There are some very... okay, so that's on one side of the spectrum. And then on the other side of the spectrum are all the gamer boys who became trans femmes who have no sense of style and are just weird gremlin creatures that live in their hoodies. Not calling anyone like myself out. Literally, T is doing a majority of the work for me. I feel for all the trans femmes, Juniper. It's okay. Voice training is hard. It's one of those things, though. It's a necessary step in the battle. So, yeah. You weren't able to wear your costume, so you're doing a photo shoot on Saturday? Have fun with that. It's very cool. I already have a low voice, but making myself consciously aware of my voice while speaking to people makes me want to rip my vocal cords out. No, that's totally understandable. It's a very self-conscious moment thing. And it's annoying. It's annoying that I can't just be what we want it to be. I just fully realized the length of the absolute paragraph I sent in the chat a minute ago. No, you're all good. You are A-okay, Mecha. The real power move is getting on T and then voice training back to a higher range as well, so you can have both. There you go. That's the move. I watched one gal. She was one of those super feminine gals, petite and all, just dropped to like a bass voice. Yeah, it's kind of dope as hell. It's here. Those of you who don't know my friend Kaylee, she was Yuta in Jujutsu Kaisen, or is Yuta in Jujutsu Kaisen, and was the main character in Jujutsu Kaisen 0, the movie. And then there's a billion other roles. She's Scarab in the new Adventure Time show. She is a million different voices, actually. She's great, but she has been very encouraging to me on my own journey. So, I'll be starting T for years, so voice training, among other things, are high priorities for me due to some negative experiences, not passing as male in the past. I'm so sorry to hear that you're dealing with that, but hey, no one has the right to judge you on that stuff. If they do, that's more telling about them. How you feel, that is who you are. So, I'm AFAB Hoodie Goblin. I, an AFAB Hoodie Goblin, give you permission to use us as an example. Thank you. Let me get Kaylee, because she has an incredible vocal range. Actually, I just realized I can queue her up on the computer. Awesome. What's the O for? I've seen a couple guys where T took a lot of the titty from D to maybe an A or B. Interesting. I haven't heard of that ever happening. Normally, it's top surgery. But that's encouraging to hear if that's actually the case. But I have not heard of that ever. Let's get on her Tic Tac. And then I'll find the video. Okay, here we go. Didn't realize she was Utah? Yes, she is Utah. She's incredible. Could help with fat redistribution. It's kind of like how E is supposed to give trans femmes a butt and hips. So I can see that, I guess. I have a bunch of trans mask friends who are like, my T is not giving me any sort of like euphoria because I still have boobs. And so they have been working to get their top surgeries going, which I understand. But it affects everyone differently, which is great. All right. Oh, wait. Let me get the audio here. I got to put it on the screen. This is incredible shit, by the way. There we go. I'm just so impressed every time I see this. Yeah, so she's Scarab. She is, yeah, the range is absolutely wild. So, ready for this? She's pretty, her style's cute AF, right?
Oh, you don't believe me? You don't believe me?
You don't believe me? How dare you?
So she can literally do anything. It is unreal. Yeah, holy shit, right? Here. Oops. We'll turn the We'll turn the volume up so that those of you who really want those vibes in the ears, you can get them.
Oh, you don't believe me? You don't believe me?
You don't believe me? How dare you?
Oh, you don't believe...
Insane, right? She's so cool. She goes by Gaspy, by the way, so go follow her. Watch all the things she makes. I'm so sorry to anyone who's, like, in a bi panic right now over voices. So, speaking of top surgery, last week I got an official gender dysphoria diagnosis. Next step is getting a surgery consultation. Congrats, Juniper. I hope that goes really well for you. That is incredible. We love hearing those types of updates. Yeah, so here's her vocal reel.
Hey there, my name's Kaylee McKee, and if you didn't know, I am a voice actor. In fact, I am a transgender voice actor that does both men and women. You've probably heard me in a lot of...
You're not alone. This person literally wrote, I have a crush on you.
stuff that you like. And I have a new character reel, which I've made a TikTok edit for to show you a few of those things, like Testament from Guilty Gear Strive, Kiku from One Piece, and Yuta from Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Let's roll it.
I'm hardly dressed for a party. Sorry to intrude.
Hearken well. I am Samurai.
Kiku.
Cause why not? Do it cause you've got a nice face. And cause I chose not to rain a little wrath down on you fools.
After all, I, Charles Augustus Milverton, am thorough in my work.
You are worthy. I have achieved perfection
Genders
through
are farce, and I let people
completion.
flip it off. Yeah.
Didn't learn from the poison ice cream, huh? It's the perfect ruse. It had to be the milk.
My visions turned purple, pink, and blue. Yeah.
See, a little motivation never hurt anybody.
What words could satisfy you? Do you expect me to beg you to spare my life? As such, I have long since prepared to meet my end by your side.
She dodged that?
There's
She's
Yuta.
off balance. I'll get her on the landing. No way!
Rika, give it to me.
She's only paid $600 for that role, by the way.
Die.
Which is an
I'd say
absolute
it's time for a tea break.
travesty.
Milk and sugar
Yeah,
for you.
B-stars, yep.
So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed it. That was, in order, Testament from Guilty Gear, Kiku from One Piece, Imp from a little Kickstarter of a friend of mine's who I love very much, Milverton from Moriarty the Patriot, Atraxa from MTG X Smite, Eel from Escape Academy, Pina from Beastars on Netflix, and Yuta from Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Not pictured, but some of my favorites are also Varden Dawngrasp from Hearthstone, lots of background stuff in Genshin Impact, and some things coming up with Cartoon Network. Hope you enjoyed.
There she is. That's my friend Kaylee. She's so great. She's very, very cool. I'm glad I could expose all of you to her. Please go follow her. Again, she goes by Gaspy online. She's wonderful. She's been very, very supportive, both in my gender expression stuff and my voice acting stuff. Just fantastic human being. Her range is amazing. I'm literally amazed. Yeah. Republican voice. Trans people are taking twice as many jobs. Yeah. Bonk, I needed to be bonked? Wait, you got bonked? I mean, that's fair. She has hitchhiker thumbs. That's such a neat genetic trait. Wait, what are hitchhiker thumbs, Kettle? I'm honored to see such a gem. Right? She just does incredible work across the board. Truly. Why must you constantly film my love for women with amazing voices? It's what I do. I'm here to proselytize about all of this stuff. So when the tips of your thumbs bend back, okay. Mine definitely don't do that. That's as far as I can bend them. It's wild. This is as far as I can bend my fingers. Morgan can do it. I cannot. She's always like, your fingers are so stiff. Because that's all they do. That's as far as they go. So, God, I hate the thing when I'm sick where I'm too hot and then I'm too cold. And then I'm too hot again, you know? My thumbs are the straightest part of me. Hitchhiker's thumb is when your thumbs are double jointed and bent in reverse. That's wild that some people can do that, though. Forget not everyone has hitchhiker thumbs. Mine can do nearly a 90-degree angle. That's a lot. So cool. Glad I'm not alone in that. My thumbs curve back so far. Yeah, mine are just super stiff. This is it. This is as much as I do. This is as far as they go. I am not flexible when it comes to my fingers. But, you know, I have decent flexibility everywhere else, so that's what matters, you know? Oh, my gosh. What were we talking about? I got so off track because I always get excited to support a friend of mine. Oh, yeah, let me, by the way. So she goes by Gaspy or Gaspy VO everywhere. So check out Gaspy VO, or just look up Kaylee McKee. Those are the two places, the two things you can find her under. Please go follow her everywhere. She's not the most active on social media these days. She was very active on Twitter for a while, and then when Elon took over, she just stopped using it. So Brian doing a 180 kick split, but I don't have hitchhiker thumbs. Listen, it's a complex. Yeah, that's how it is. I used to be able to do a full split, but I was like, but my elbows and my hands don't bend. Sad. My thumbs are the only part of me that's flexible. The rest of me just breaks, but at least my thumbs can be a party trick. There you go. Been following her forever on Twitter. I forgot. Yeah, she's the best. She's so great. My thumbs don't go back that far, but my other fingers can go back a fair bit. My flexible fingies help quite a bit playing piano and vigorously typing in chat. Yeah, you get a lot of dexterity in the fingies when you're in chat. You know, I will say that much. Who says that you don't learn any skills by being a Twitch viewer, right? Also, speaking of voice acting, would it be a funny bit if I suddenly revealed to you, hey, chat, I'm not actually sick. I've actually been doing a bit the entire time where I'm actually very healthy, and I wanted to see if I could do a sick voice for an entire stream. Don't mind the coughing. That's also part of the bit, obviously. And I've been lying to all of you. I'm a pathological liar, and none of this has been real the entire time. Oh, boy. Right when we get a raid, too. Oh, my gosh. Pineapple, hello, by the way, if I haven't said hi yet. Queen Jams, Lace, welcome to the stream. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I'm so sorry. Queen Jams, welcome to the stream. How was your stream? What were you up to? Hello. I have an ad. Oh, okay. That's fair. People are being edged out. Thank you, Raiders. Anyone who's through without a ad. In the meantime, it's all been a bit. Casually starts dying. If only I was like more oh fuck committed to the bit, and I had done literally anything to prevent myself from from doing that, ruining the bit. Honestly, I added comedy to it though, right? That I got called out by about my own bit within the bit itself by the sickness. I got down with the sickness. Disturbed would be so proud of me, you know? The cough was a paid antagonist actor that betrayed you, right? Oh my god, Jesus. That's so funny. Oh boy. I broke the fruit game? Oh, if you're playing on browser, it freezes from time to time, just as a heads up. It will do that. It sucks when it does it because sometimes you don't get a good a good score. You don't get to find out what your score would have been, which is always a bummer. Coughing up blood, you fell for my ruse. Yeah. It's just me method acting. I actually punctured my lungs before the stream with a knife. But if you get the Nintendo Switch version, that never freezes because those fruit look a lot cuter and they would never betray us, you know? It's funny just knowing that nearly 50 people in the world have spent the last few minutes wiggling their thumbs. Yeah, everyone trying to figure out. I do have a trigger finger. My thumb. Okay, I'm back. Hi, Brian. Hey, what's up, Queen Jams? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you had a great stream. What were you up to? Tell us a little bit about it. If you're brand new here, hello. Hi, my name is Brian, a.k.a. Girbeagly. I'm a Korean-American full-time Twitch partner, YouTuber, and voice actor. I do a little bit of everything from playing AAA games down to indie games. I open up Pokemon cards, and I do some cosplay from time to time. I'm very sick at the moment, but please make sure that you acclimate yourselves with the rules so you don't get timed out by me, a mod, or Nightbot, but it's great to have you here. Thanks so much for raiding on in, joining the stream here. I was playing some Sunhaven, if you haven't heard of it. It just like started with magic. I have. I didn't know about it until it came out, and then my viewers were telling me about it, but it looks really cute and really fun. So glad that you enjoyed it. That's so cool. Speaking of Disturbed, I was listening to a Spotify mix last night. A song came on that was clearly sung by the lead singer of Disturbed, but it said the artist was some random non-existent artist. They added 2 to the song title. I found the original released 20 years before. Compared side by side, they're 100% identical. Weird. That's very, very odd. Normally, Spotify's pretty good at picking up on when people are uploading fake music and crediting the wrong artist and stuff. Posted a video of my hitchhiker thumbs in the Discord. It was going to be a picture, but I kind of needed my hands for that. Totally understandable. But hey, thank you so much for letting us know that you have hitchhiker thumbs. I'm glad to know that this is something that sparked quite a bit of discussion here in the community. Also, as a heads up, just because I see that you put that in general chat, anything that that we're talking about on stream, feel free to put that in the stream content chat, just so that we're not clogging up the general chat. Just because every now and then it does get kind of active in there if people are spamming the same stuff. Just as a heads up to all of my Discord homies. I love it so much, I do have to hop out because I'm watching the FNAF movie with friends. Hey, have a great time with that. Thank you so much for dropping off your viewers. Take care, Queen Jams. Have a wonderful time. Truly, genuinely appreciate you dropping by. Back with Mott Sticks? Oh my god, that sounds so good. One of my thumbs is Hitchhiker. The other one is straight as a board now. Oh, that's interesting. That works. Also, to save our mods, just... Again, that's not to scold anyone posting in the wrong spots on the Discord or anything, but more of a reminder that we have specialized chat rooms for a reason, and the mods set those up. They took up a lot of their own personal time to set those up to be specialized, so we can keep general pretty clear unless people are just like vibing. It's a good movie. I haven't seen it, but I've heard very mixed things about it, so I take none of your reviews of this to heart, because I want to make my own opinion of it. So I'm glad that some people enjoyed it, though. I really am, because here's my thing. When video game movies do well, even if it's just financially, even if it's not critically, this industry gets taken a little bit more seriously each time, even if it's only from the financial money-making aspect of it. So... that's the way that it is. I want to see more success across the board. What did we enjoy? I don't know. What did you enjoy? You're going to have to let me know, because I'm out of it. I'm the sick one. You just came back? I don't know. It's the most movie I've ever seen. Has not seen it. So it's the most movie you haven't seen, is what you're saying, May. I get it. Very fair. Very understandable. Good Lord. But yeah, I have not seen that yet. But sorry. Give me one second also. I just want to address the Discord. Just as a heads up. So we don't accidentally have a bunch of people here posting their thumbs. Any stream-related content can go into #stream content. There we go. This is a reminder to the community. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I've heard some reviews. My personal favorite was too much lore. Very clearly not a FNAF fan, seeing as how that is like 99% of why people get into FNAF. No one's there because they like the jump scare gameplay. People want to know the story because it has an interesting story. So, I'll let you guys know what I think if I do decide to watch it at some point. As a FNAF fan, I liked it. I wish it was rated R. So it could have gone freely into the lore behind the franchise, but it was nice. Yeah, that's what I've heard a lot of people say. So, the story's very screwed up. Yeah, it gets very dark. It really is. Couldn't find the stream content channel. All good. No, A-okay. I just was a general reminder in case people were like, oh, like, especially, because obviously those of you in stream heard what I had to say about it, but it was more of like, if, people who hadn't been in the stream saw you post that, and they were all like, I'm going to put up my own post about my thumbs, and then, like, general is just all that, then it's like, oh, okay, whoa, you know, kind of thing. Never too much lore. More lore's neat. Yeah, we need the backstory for a series like FNAF, for sure. So, got some middle school closure. There you go. I enjoyed it, but some people expected it to be something it's not. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, and that's the other thing about video game movies is adaptations are always going to be a little bit subjective, and they're going to, everyone's going to have their own opinions and ideas of what something should be when it goes from one media format to another media format. I get that. So it is one of those things where I knew that not everyone was going to be happy with it. I do like that a lot of my friends are cameos in it. I know like Rezbowski and like John Wolfe make cameos in it. It's like they're on the Employee of the Month like poster in the background, which I think is cool. I love FNAF for the lore, but cannot watch us play it because of the jump scares. Yeah, no, that's completely understandable. My traumatic special interest, though, I love that. Just a gen of thumbs, like the Spy Kids movie, yeah. It's interesting, the game usually do hint lore, like non-direct things here and there, and the movie was the opposite. It was like, okay, this is the lore, eat up. I mean, I'm talking also about, like, they always hit a lot of the lore directly in the secret endings of the games. If you do all, like, the secret behind-the-scenes stuff in the games, you can always find a lot of it. But then, also on top of it, I know that it based a lot of what it was on, like, the books and, like, the animations and all the other things that are part of the extended universe. So it wasn't just based on the games. It was based on the FNAF universe. So I get that. I love FNAF for the music people came out with. Songs about possessed robots shouldn't be that fire. Give me all the lore in more digestible ways possible, because I may have the attention span of a baby, but I love stories. Right? Yeah. Like I would probably watch, like, you know, an animated series, like even if it was like 3D animated in like Blender or something, of like FNAF stuff. I would watch the shit out of that for real. Like the songs hit so hard and can actually be so relatable. Yeah. They used the books a lot. It felt like it was a mix of both games and books. Yeah, that's what I heard from everybody, so I think that's good. So, good stuff. I went with a group of friends, and when Matt Pat popped up on the screen, one of my friends nearly pissed herself in the theater. Was she like, oh no, Matt Pat, he's going to explain lore to us? Or was she like, oh my god, it's so weird to see a YouTuber in a Hollywood movie? The FNAF songs by JT Music was my favorite. Did they use like YouTubers music in it? Was it like very like, I know they did a lot to like honor the legacy of YouTubers. One of the funniest things I saw on Twitter was someone was editing clips of Mark reacting to FNAF over the movie, which is so funny. Like, that is so fucking funny to me. The second one definitely got it. Yeah, map it! Ah! Exactly, Antichrist. I haven't seen the movie, but I was replying to whoever in chat mentioned the songs based on Five Nights at Freddy's. Got it, okay. Got it. I haven't seen the movie because I believe even though it was a work that was technically not considered struck, because it's being distributed via Peacock and in theaters, I just am staying away from like promoting it too much, if that makes sense to everybody. Everyone aside from Ryder in my family and my bestie screamed/squealed when we say Matt, and poor Ryder was sitting there like, y'all good? It's so funny though. It's very funny. Me and my siblings were like, oh my god, but my mom was like my mom was so confused. Yeah, I can imagine that anyone who's not used to any YouTube culture was like, who the hell is that? It's definitely a different vibe watching it at the theaters than at home on stream. Oh, I can imagine that. I mean, that's the way every movie is, so that makes sense. I think you can literally place any movie in that example, because, like, I know watching, like, sci-fi movies, like, I watch Dune at home, but people were like, man, if you like the sound design in Dune on your home theater, watching it in the actual theater was crazy, you know? So, that's kind of cool. They did, by the way? Oh, really, Cupcake? That's so cool. See, here's the other thing, right? So, it's very hard being in this space, knowing that there's an entire segment of the entertainment industry that will never, which is like classic Hollywood, that will never take YouTubers too seriously. But we've been seeing progress recently. You know, there's been, like, the movie Talk to Me was directed by, I can talk about that one. That's A24, so that's not Struck Work. But that movie was directed by two horror short film YouTubers, which is really cool that we got that, you know. I would like to see more of that. The movie Lights Out from way back in the day was originally a YouTube short. So seeing it cross over a little bit here and there, mainly in the horror genre so far, is still cool, though, because it's at least a step in the right direction where the medium of online content is now being taken seriously. Again, even if it's only as a money-making device, because they're leveraging our giant platforms and fan bases. At the very least, they're like, you guys will sell things, though. You're good at that. That is a step in the right direction for the YouTube and the like content creation industry, in my opinion. I've heard a lot of watching FNAF at the theater bad experiences, but with the right audience, I bet it was so much fun. Yeah, that's another thing, too, is like, there's definitely going to be the chronically online YouTube fans who do not know how to behave in a public setting, which is always a bummer, but it's going to probably be case to case. I was going to ask my dad to go with me to watch it since we normally like watching new horror stuff together, but I knew he'd leave the theater with way more questions than he went in with. That's fair. It's good that you know your dad enough to spare him from that experience then. Really cool to see YouTubers in a big-time film. Sure, yeah, it's very cool. The only way I can describe the FNAF movie without giving anything away is the power of fan art. Oh no. I can't believe they would include an entire shipping section in that movie. Wild. I've been needing to see Talk to Me. Now I need to even more. Yeah, it was made by, I believe, 2 YouTube directors. So it's very, very different spin on like framing and cinematography and pacing and writing and directing than you would get from like a classic Hollywood film. But because it's A24, it's stylized enough that it feels like it fits into their stable of films pretty easily. So, there's a child kicking my seat when I went. That's unbelievably fucking annoying to hear, honestly. I hope they do the sequels. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. That'd be very, very cool. The Markiplier Springtrap smut art was a bold choice. Oh, man. And it didn't get the R rating for that. It was still only PG-13. That's wild. They got that past the censors. What's the premise of Talk to Me? So it's about Zoomers who are a group of friends who basically have found this relic that when you hold its hand, it's a relic shaped like a hand. It's mysterious origin. No one knows where it came from. But when you grab onto it in like a handshake gesture and you say, "Talk to me," then you can see ghosts and be possessed for a brief amount of time. And it's basically like something that people know about. It's become like a TikTok trend in the world, in this universe. And that's all giveaway. And it's about one specific group of friends doing it. But beyond that, I don't want to give out anything else about the movie. That's all stuff that you get within the first 20 minutes of the movie. So it's about ghosts. It's about grief. It's about Zoomer culture. It's about peer pressure. It's about a lot of things. So I liked I liked the concept and the premise of it a little bit more than I liked the execution. But I'm glad to see YouTube directors be given a shot at creating something for the general population. And I really hope that they get more opportunities. I think that this was a little unpolished because it was their first go at things. But I think that with time and more opportunities, they're going to make some really cool shit. Because the cinematography in it was excellent. And, the premise was really cool. My biggest fear if I do go see the movie is walking into a theater full of chronically online 13-year-olds that will scream at the screen at any moment. Yes, same. That's me for anything these days. That's why I just watch everything at home. Sounds like something Zoomers would do? Yes, it is. Super excited to watch Talk to Me. I hope you like it. I just got a notification. I got gifted a sub from Savvy Kitten. Yes, Batman Bree. You did. So congrats on that. We are currently we're partnered with Twitch and Crunchyroll for the month of November, where if people donate 2 subs to the channel, You get 60 days of free Mega Fan membership at Crunchyroll, which includes thousands of anime titles, manga, live action shows, you name it. It's a really good deal for $10, honestly, in my opinion. But there are some terms and exceptions, so make sure you read those in the post, in the link in that command. But it's a cool thing. I've been using Crunchyroll for years to watch anime. So yeah. I've heard Monkey Paw used in talking about this movie. Yeah, it's very Monkey Paw-esque, for sure. I also like to see them given a shot. It's important to get... Oh, boy. Oh, man. We don't have Arbery around, so we need other people to make the puns, I guess. Honestly, really smart way of talking about challenge culture, or at least the concept still should check it out. Yes, yeah. If you're someone who's like... wants a little bit of social commentary about today's, like, peer pressure challenge culture, especially how trends spread so virally on TikTok. I think it's a cool movie. Community funded to watch Talk to Me together? Community funded in what way? I mean, Talk to Me it's on streaming services right now, I'm pretty sure. You can watch it. Pressure, I hardly know her. Oh my god, you're doing it. You're doing it. I know one of the last times I went to a movie theater, also, another reason I probably won't go for the FNAF movie, there was like a group of teenagers like fucking behind me, and they were being so fucking rude, and they were like pouring they were like throwing snacks and shit, like they were getting stuff on me. They were like intentionally like pouring soda on the ground and laughing and just making noise, not paying attention in the movie. And I just turned around at one point and I was like, guys, I don't know why you paid for this movie. Shut the fuck up. And then they all got like really quiet, and that was it. But this was back in like 2019. So I can only imagine that people's brains are probably way more of a pudding consistency. And I just don't want to deal with that. I have a nice TV. I have a really nice TV. I have all the streaming services and things like that. I have a nice sound bar with my TV. I can watch anything I want in the comfort of my own home and not have to deal with the general public that sucks. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay not watching movies in the theater right now. So yeah. Bree might be the front runner of puns and jokes, but the rest of us can be as well. Community funded, meaning someone's streaming it for the rest of the people wanting to watch it. Again, I wouldn't be comfortable doing that, just again as a future member of SAG-AFTRA, not trying to cross the picket line by promoting raising money to watch something on a struck service at the moment. I'm so sorry. The last time I went to the theater was for the Barbie movie premiere. My best friend took me. I hope you had fun. My English teacher in high school brought in her raspy-ass grandpa to read us The Monkey's Paw, generally one of the most spine-chilling things I've ever experienced. I kind of love that, though. Make it like an interactive theater experience. That's really, really fun. Good Lord. Good God. Lord Martini, that person was born without a brain. That is wild to know that you experience seeing a body that can somehow move about without a brain inside. That's actually, like, scientifically normally impossible. So, it was a great time. That's great. That is wonderful to hear. Very good shit. I gotta take my hood off again because it's getting so warm once more. Appreciate everyone being here this late. I'm probably not going to stream too much longer, just as a warning to people. I didn't really have anything planned tonight except to just vibe, let people know that the Crunchyroll thing was happening. Recommended anime for someone getting into it. That is very vague. So, what kind of shows or movies do you like? Do you like drama? Do you like romance? Do you like comedy? Do you like action? That's very, very vague because, much like any other type of medium, anime has a million different genres. So, if there's a specific niche, you're like, oh, I really like sports. There's literally sports anime. If you want to watch an anime about LGBTQ plus stuff, there's Yuri on Ice. It's one of the most famous LGBTQ plus boys love animes of all time, about a figure skater, actually. If you are into action shows and series and movies, if you're like, oh, I'm a huge fan of like Marvel, you can watch any of the most recent like big shonen anime like Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, One Piece, which isn't new, but that is one I'll always push onto people. There's a million shows out there that are great, really good. My Hero Academia is very fun. That's like probably the closest you get a one-to-one to comic books right there, because it's about superheroes in anime form. I just watched someone make French toast with Monster instead of milk. Oh God, we are really we're rapidly evolving as a species. As an English and theater nerd, I was fascinated. Alexis, I can imagine. Like Supernatural, Criminal Minds, and superhero LGBT first anime was Yuri. Okay. Kyle Toast. Yeah, that is Kyle Toast. I would recommend superhero would be My Hero Academia, because it's an anime literally about superheroes. If you're into stuff that's like a little bit creepier and like people hunting things down, there is a show that is, why am I blanking on the name of it? Because I fucking love this show. And, well, at least I like the first season. But I would warn you, watch the first season, and then do not watch the second season. Let me find the name of the damn show. Why is my brain going into fried egg mode? Scrambled Kyle. They mix the monster with the eggs? Oh, God. That is terrible. That is awful. Okay, give me 1 second. Why am I not figuring out what this is? Why? Brain, why are you not working? I will find it. Gonna head to have out. Jack, take care. Thank you so much. Got a bit hydrated, got the swirls. Totally understandable. Please take care of you. Thank you so much. Just the first season. Not for My Hero. Watch all of My Hero. That one's cute. That one's fun. You want to root for all the characters in that. The one that I'm looking up right now for you is a only watch the first season. Although, maybe watch the second one just because I think they're about to come out with some movies for it, which is so funny that I can't think of the fucking name of the show now, because it is straight up a very interesting show. What the hell, dude? Also, what the hell did my app just do, bro? Why is it trying to make me type things? I don't want to type things. One Punch Man? Yeah, that's a fun... That one's actually hilarious. One Punch Man would be... That's a good one. Heard good things about My Hero? Yeah, it's cute. It's very fun. Wow, why can I not... Okay. Oh, Jesus, God. All right, my brain just completely... This is just a testament to how bad my brain is. It's called Psycho-Pass. Psycho-Pass is a good one. It reminds me of Darker Than Black for... Yeah, Slade. Darker Than Black, only the first season, please. Also that one. Completely agreed. If you're just getting... If you want something that's very, like... Yes, that exact... Yeah, Psycho-Pass. Is a very, very cerebral anime. It's like got a little bit of sci-fi, a little bit of mystery. It's got some action in it. It's very, very like, the characters are like hunting down like criminals. So very much, if you like Criminal Minds and like with a little bit of like interesting sci-fi tomfoolery in it. Very good. Very, very fun for sure. So, highly recommend that one. But again, season 1 is superior to season 2. If you do venture into season 2. One I like a lot that has a lot. I mean, I'll list off a couple of my favorites because I'm sure people. Here's the thing: people I talk about anime all the time, but I never like let people know what I'm into. So here, let me let me get into some of it. Yo, CJ, take care. Get some wonderful rest. My first anime was Fruits Basket. That's a cute one. I love Fruits Basket, actually. That's a really good one. That was one of the first ones Morgan and I watched together. I haven't watched the newer one, but I watched the old one, you know? Sort of like, I still haven't watched the new Sailor Moon Crystal or whatever. I've only watched the older series of that. I've been trying to remember the name of Darker Than Black for years. Yeah, I mean, there's so much anime now. So much anime that exists now, so completely understandable that it's forgotten. All right, let me pull up my anime list. All right. Love the original. Yeah, the original is so good. I was born with a Y chromosome, so I love the show Berserk, even though it's not a good adaptation of the manga. I would actually recommend read the manga of Berserk if you're someone who likes to read. But if you have to consume Berserk, if you're into hyper-violent, very heavy, dark shit, basically the inspiration for the Dark Souls series, then Berserk is up there. Sailor Moon was my first anime. Only watched the first season and a bit of the second, but got me in my feels more than I thought. Yeah, it's good. Very, very fun stuff. It's old school for sure. And then, let me see. Clannad is one that is, you will cry. It's got a little bit of fantasy sci-fi elements to it, but it's more about the slice of life everyday interactions between characters. Absolutely, like, just unbelievably sad, though. Like Morgan and I had to stop the anime because we were crying so hard. So that was really fun. Bleach, I mean, that was one of the original big three from back in the day. You know, it was like are you a Bleach? Are you a Dragon Ball Z, or are you a Naruto fan? Was like one of the things. Summoned to Austin with that one. Name of this one? Which one? You have to be a little bit more specific because I'm flying through these. I'm so sorry. If you're into sports anime, Eyeshield 21 is an anime that was made in collaboration with the NFL. NFL Japan was trying to get people. For a brief moment, the NFL had a football league in Japan, NFL Japan, officially sanctioned by the NFL. And they wanted more Japanese people to watch it. So they made an entire anime called Eyeshield 21 about high school football players. One of my favorite anime of all time, by the way. It's just ridiculous. Sports anime are one of my guilty pleasures. The emotional one, it's called Clannad. So Clannad. So that one is pretty good. Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, those are classics. Everyone was into that. So those are up there. Naruto is obviously a fucking meme, but it inspired pretty much every single action anime that exists now. So you have to give it its props. It's a little rough at times as far as pacing, but it's a classic. One Piece, I'm always going to talk up One Piece. One Punch Man is one of the best shows that's ever been created in anime history. I'll say that much. Prince of Tennis is another sports anime that just, oh god, I just Prince of Tennis, holy crap. If you like watching people play tennis with special moves that they shout out before they do them, that are like like, this is my special serve. It's so funny. I wonder what sport that's about. Eliza, hello. Oh my god. Those are all fun. Let's see. I mean, there's a shit ton out there. Attack on Titan is everyone will have mixed opinions about that one. Very gory, very dark, very sinister. My ex showed me Devilman Crybaby. That one's fucked up. Your ex was fucked up for showing you that one. It's good, but it's fucked up. That's a heavy show. I mean, I always recommend people who've seen things like Devilman Crybaby go watch the movie Akira, because that's where everything like that, you know, really like draws on like art style. But yeah, so good but so fucked. Yeah, one of my favorites. Yeah, it's very good, but it's so fucking heavy. Blue Exorcist, I like that one. I'm so sad that got defunded and they never continued it, because that is such a fun show. Chainsaw Man is probably my favorite show. I can't wait for, you know, the upcoming seasons. One of my favorite shows. It's so twisted and weird, but that one's very, very good. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. If I could give that a 100 out of 10, I would give that show a 100 out of 10. I love Cyberpunk Edge Runners. You don't need to know anything about the Cyberpunk universe or the games. It's just such a good fucking anime. It's so good. The animation style is so good. The voice acting, the dubbed English voices in that show are unreal good. I know a lot of the voice actors in that. I can vouch for them on that roster. Cyberpunk Edge Runners, I'm going to scream to the high heavens about how good that show is. Super, super awesome. Darker Than Black is there. Dead Man Wonderland, if you want to watch a bunch of prisoners with supernatural powers tear each other apart. That's another show I wish never got defunded and they were able to do more seasons of. That one's really fun. Death Parade, there's a good one. Oh, man. Death Parade is so good. Another show that just never got its flowers, in my opinion. I think that it's an awesome show. I don't want to give away any of the concept of it, but it's basically like a death game show, where like sort of like if you're a fan of movies like Saw or like Squid Game, kind of similar vibe with a little bit more of a supernatural twist to it. Really love Death Parade. That was a fun one. The last anime I watched was Noragami. Wow, that was a million years ago. Yeah, the opening to Death Parade, is that what you're talking about, Cupcake? Because that is a fucking banger. Oh my god. Hunter x Hunter is so good. Yeah, no, Nare, Hunter x Hunter is so good. Love Hunter x Hunter. Manga's better, but the show is very passable. Both versions. So, there's that. I like that. Demon Slayer, super fun show. It's a shonen anime, so can I say it's like the best thing ever? No, but it's fun, you know. Oh man, if you want to watch a show that just doesn't really explain anything and is like a psychologically twisted just mess, I kind of love because of that, is Durarara. It's Durarara. It's a nonsense word. Durarara. Season 1 and 2 are just absolutely out of their fucking minds. Same with the show Eden of the East. That's another good one. Eden of the East. You watch either of those shows, you watch the movies of Eden of the East, your brain is just like, what the fuck? Konosuba, I actually have not watched anything besides the first episode of Konosuba. I started watching it, and I went, oh, it's one of these type of anime. How fucking boring. And I stopped watching it, but I have a ton of friends who are like, you gotta push through. It gets kind of fun. Yes, Cupcake, 100%, absolutely one of the best characters ever. Durarara, I've been summoned. It's so good, Pano. It's a very, very good anime. Very insane. Erased is a horror anime that it's pretty good up until the ending. And then the ending, I feel like people who don't watch a lot of anime were like, whoa, I heard about this Erased show, so I started watching anime. And they got into it, they watched it, they went, whoa, what a twist ending, cool. And they liked that, but I like everything about that anime until the end, in my personal opinion. Erased with a D at the end, Amethyst. Durarara was a trip. I could never understand what was happening. Yeah, I mean, the characters can't either, so that's kind of the whole thing about it. Fate Zero? That was a fun one. That one had a pretty intense cult following for a while. I liked Fate Zero a lot. I like that has, like, That's action-based with a little bit of heavily stretched historical drama to it. But I like that one. That one was fun. It's good. Erase was so good, too, but yes, I agree the ending was disappointing. Yeah, I was just like, they could have done literally anything else with the ending. I think I watched the first episode of Erase, and then for some reason I didn't get back into it. It was one of those few anime where I was like, wow, that was kind of creepy. The other one that I can think of that did the same thing was the anime Another. Another was really good. It was very creepy for like the first few episodes. And then the pacing and the writing just lost steam, and it just wasn't as good over time. They like revealed their hand too soon, I think. So that was another one of those. That was a horror anime that I really liked. Fire Force has been pretty fun. It's been a pretty fun anime. That's beautifully animated shonen anime. So there's that. Love Sergeant Frog as a kid. Sergeant Frog was cute as fuck, honestly. Food Wars is probably one of my guilty pleasure anime, but there's actual cooking in it, so it's just really fun. It's very gratuitously fan servicey at times, but it's just so ridiculous you can't take it seriously. So I love that. Fruits Basket, we already talked about. If you're into like a harem, reverse harem style anime with a little bit of melodrama, actually very emotional by the end. I remember. So, again, that was one of the first anime Morgan and I watched all the way through together. And then we liked it so much, we started reading the manga together. Except, I would do the voices of the characters, like the dub voices. So I'd be like, hi, I'm Yuki. And, like, I'm Kyo! I hate leaks! You know, like that kind of shit. And that's how we would read it. And we'd just read back and forth, and it was kind of fun to do together. If you're into mecha, like big, giant fighting robots, oh, yeah, Cupcake. Mrs. Green Apple. Fantastic. That's so good. Good tunes. Honestly, Fire Force, like, a lot of anime just says banger music. Full Metal Panic is a really fun anime if you're into, like, big fighting robots. So I like that one a lot. Amethyst, it's funny because you were like, what would you recommend as someone who's starting anime? And now you're just listing off anime. So I kind of feel like I'm not going to go through the rest of this list because, well, I'm going through this list for me, so I'm not giving you recommendations anymore because clearly you know more about anime than you let on. I'm here to try to help people get into this stuff. But if you're like, oh no, I actually know all these anime. Austin, get some good rest. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for vibing. Thank you so much. Full Metal Panic is so fucking ridiculous. It's so serious at times. With the robot fighting, the talk about like young people entering into the military force, all the wartime politics, that kind of shit. And then it sometimes just goes completely off the motherfucking rails and gets so ridiculous and comedic that I love that shit. So definitely recommend that one. Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell is a classic. You got to do that one. There is an anime. Oh, another horror anime that I liked a lot. Ghost Hunt. Some of the episodes don't hit as hard as others, but it was one of the few times that Morgan and I watched an anime and we're like, whoa, this is actually genuinely kind of creepy. So Ghost Hunt, definitely recommend that one. It's fun. Oh, man. I got some fucking bangers on here. Grave of the Fireflies. If you want to have your throat ripped out with your heart and your lungs and your eyes and your everything, Grave of the Fireflies is probably the saddest motherfucking movie ever made. So watch at your own peril. It's about two kids trying to survive World War II. Two Japanese kids trying to survive World War II. That's all I'm going to say. Edge Runners had so many Ghost in the Shell references. If you're a fan, yes, absolutely. I mean, Cyberpunk's whole thing is it's just basically drawing on the influence of Ghost in the Shell. So, just a few that people have told me to watch. Well, I will let you know if they're on the list. I'm going through an order right now, so I can definitely help form an opinion. I have not watched Your Lie in April, just as a heads up to you, though. Love when an anime rips out my everything. Yeah, your whole soul will be shattered by that movie. Gurren Lagann is so fucking ridiculous. If you are not familiar with basically anything that Gainax ever touched back in the day, and then eventually formed Studio Trigger to make like Kill la Kill, then you are in for a treat, because all of their shows do this thing where it's like, oh, it's pretty straightforward, it's this certain type of anime, and then we're going to have a plot twist at some point where things just go so fucking off the rails, no one knows what's happening anymore, and the amount of excess that's going on in the plot is insane and indescribable. So Gurren Lagann is one of those shows. Really love Gurren Lagann. So is this list public for future reference? Yeah, it's on myanimelist.net, and then if you just search for me, you can probably find me, I think. But yes, and this isn't even complete because I have a separate list on my phone. I haven't updated my anime list in so long, apparently. So here you go. Kill la Kill was pretty good, though, even though it was really ridiculous. Yes, I love Kill la Kill, but it also, because it circumvented a lot of the magical schoolgirl transformation type anime, but it was also, it's just so ridiculous. I can't recommend it to every person out there. We already talked about Jujutsu Kaisen. Made in Abyss. Oh man. Yeah, Akame ga Kill and Kill la Kill are very different anime for sure. Akame ga Kill is what, like, Kill la Kill is what Akame ga Kill wishes it was. Where it's like, oh, this thing happened and it felt very impactful. Made in Abyss was, oh man, one of my favorites I watched over the past few years. I love Made in Abyss. It is brutal. It's sad. It's very emotive. It has a sense of grand adventure because it's about two kids who go spelunking into this forbidden territory that's this giant crater that no one's ever come out of before. Once they've reached a certain level, because it's so dangerous and like the atmosphere like kills people and the creatures and things like that. So that one is heavy. Another anime that made me sob like a fucking baby, but so good. Made in Abyss. Very unique animation style and premise, by the way. And the music. Oh man, the music is so good. So unbelievably good. Let me play a clip of one of the songs. I might get like muted for this, but I'm gonna play Stu. I'm just gonna play it in the background, but there's one song that absolutely wrecks me every time. Deep down. It's called Hana Zeva Karadina, I think is what it's called. We'll just play this in the background while I tell y'all about animes. But this one is rough. So as far as anime go, they play this song every time something incredibly emotional is happening. So if you know about Made in Abyss, this tears your heart out. If you don't, you're just like, oh, cool sounding song, I guess. Also, this is not a real language. The composer literally invented this language for the anime, which is really cool. Mob Psycho is hilarious. Also made by the creator of One Punch Man. It's a very similar, like, really emotional stuff going on, alongside ridiculous moments, and very clearly a inconsistent animation budget, because some of the scenes are downright fucking ugly. Some of the art is the ugliest shit in the world. But it's about a psychic boy, a boy with telekinetic powers who's trying to fit into society. So, very, very cool with Mob Psycho. I like Mob Psycho a lot. It's in my watch list, which is like a comedic, never-ending scroll at this point. Yeah, so is mine. I already talked about My Hero Academia. Whoa, that got so fucking loud, bro. My Hero Academia is so cute. You just want to root for the kids. It's like any other shonen anime where there's people beating up bad guys and gaining new powers and stuff, except it's about superheroes, and you want to root for the kids. You really want to root for the kids. Nichijou. Oh man, if you're into slice of life comedic anime, there's one called Nichijou, which is Nichijou. Nichijou, My Ordinary Life. Holy fuck. I've never laughed harder in an anime. I've laughed so hard that I lost all my breath. I've laughed so hard at that anime that I've cried. It is the fucking funniest anime that's ever been created. Hands down. So good. Other ones I can recommend that are similar vibes are Azumanga Daioh and School Rumble. They're all slice of life, like, ridiculous shit happening all the time. Classic, Ouran High School Host Club. Again, sort of a reverse harem style anime where there is one female character surrounded by a bunch of hot boys. And then comedy ensues. It's about a girl who dresses up as a boy to sneak into her school's host club, where handsome boys, pour tea and converse and feed snacks to the girls of the school at this like prep school, and the rest is comedy. So definitely check that one out. Psychopaths we already talked about. Really like that one. Puella Magi Madoka Magica, which most people just call Madoka or Madoka Magica, is another anime that circumvents the magical schoolgirl transformation type of trope and has this ridiculous like premise in the beginning where you're like, oh, they're doing the Sailor Moon thing, and then it flips it all on its head and gets so dark so fast, so fucked up, so sad. Another anime with an incredible animation style that's very unique to it. But highly recommend Madoka Magica. It's one of my faves. One of Morgan's faves too, as you see there. It has a lot to do with witches, so definitely check that out. Love that one. I'm biased on this one, but Ranma Half. It's 161 episodes, so it's a bit of a commitment. But I would probably not be as gender fluid as I am now if it wasn't for Ranma Half. So the liberals won again by planting in all these progressive ideals inside of anime back in the 90s. But Ranma Half is about a schoolboy who goes training with his martial arts dad in the Chinese mountains, where there are these cursed springs of water. And inside each spring is the soul of a different entity that's drowned there. So some of them have animals, some of them have people, and they're training above them just as like this added risk factor. It's mainly a comedy anime, but it's got some action and martial arts and romance and a lot of heartfelt stuff and some exploration of talking about gender. And they're fighting over these ponds, and Ranma falls into one of them and comes out, and he's a girl. And so he turns into a girl when he is splashed with cold water, but if he is splashed with hot water, he turns into a boy at will. So it's a big burden for him to have as a teen boy, and then the rest of the series unfolds with that concept. It's by Rumiko Takahashi, who also did Inuyasha and did Yashahime and a bunch of other stuff. She's a legend. She's one of my favorite mangaka of all time. Beans82, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. 90s anime sprinkling in gender, yes. Talked about School Rumble for another slice of life school anime. Gender anime name, Ranma Half, Ranma, and then 1/2. It's older, so just to warn you, the animation's very dated. Some of the jokes haven't aged super great, but overall it's pretty harmless, and it is written by a woman who wanted to sort of like talk about some things involving gender and how it can complicate things sometimes. And it's very cute. It's very heartfelt at times. It's very, very goofy. It's mainly just funny. It's mainly a comedy anime, honestly. So there's that. Soul Eater, that's a classic. It's a really good one. For no particular reason, I'd recommend watching Soul Eater first if you want to watch the one that I recommended earlier called Fire Force. And that's all I'll say about that. Man, another classic is Tenchi Muyo. I really liked. There's a million of them though, so some are better than others. Tenchi Muyo is up there though for like all-time greats in my eyes. It's a harem style anime where all the girls want the guy, and he's sort of like a geeky dude who finds out that he's like, oh, I need to fight all these evil aliens to save the universe. But it gets super emotional. It's a bunch of the characters that you think are one way reveal aspects about themselves throughout the course of the anime. You know, a lot of like enemies to lovers type tropes and things like that. So I like it a lot as a classic anime. Another older one, just as a heads up. Gonna bonk the sick out of you. Thank you. I need that. A newer one I saw that was actually based off of a Korean manhwa is The God of High School, which the anime adaptation of it, because I've read the God of High School manhwa, which is just Korean manga, basically. But they did an anime adaptation of it, and I was surprised at how good it was. It was actually really, really good. It was very, very fun. And it's one of those anime that starts a certain way, and you go, oh, it's going to be this type of anime, and then it turns into something totally fucking different. So, God of High School, very fun. New to the anime fandom, hi, I started One Piece. Do you have, I'm assuming there's a question after do you have, but I like One Piece. I was talking about One Piece earlier, how much I like it. Was it on Webtoon? Yeah, it was on Webtoon. So God of High School and Tower of God, both God names, both coming from Korean manhwa and Webtoon, both got adapted around the same time by the Crunchyroll team. Crunchyroll worked directly with the staff at the God of High School and Tower of God, and I recommend both of them. They came out great. Both of those were really fun anime. And again, very action-based shonen-style shows, just as a heads up. If you want one that's a creepy one, do you have any recommendations is my question? That's what we're going through right now, Luke. So I don't have any specific ones because I don't know you. I don't know what you're into, what kind of movies you like, what kind of books you read, etc. Just like any other type of media format, if you're like, hey, I really like sports, there's a sports anime. Hey, I really like driving cars, there's car driving anime. Hey, I like horror, there's horror anime. I like action, tons of action anime. I like romance anime out the ass. There's so much anime out there. So really, it's more of a, I'd say, more than getting recommendations from people directly, just because, again, I don't really know you, so I'm just giving my subjective recommendations right now, but you might be like, I don't like action anime, so I don't fucking like any of these things, is plugging into Google romance anime, or sports anime, or whatever your interest is, put that in there, in Google, and you will find a million lists, because anime has been around for decades, of people who are like, oh, you like cars? Check out these anime. These top 10 anime. So, are there serial murders anime? Psychopaths, the one that I recommended earlier, has a lot of serial killers in it. And like I said, like I described to you, Amethyst, it's about people hunting down killers and criminals. Romance anime out the... Yeah, there's so many romance anime. Probably almost as many as shonen anime, because Japan likes to try to keep those two genres incredibly competitive in the market, because that's where they make the most money. That's where the most people watch the stuff. So there you go. The only anime I was able to get into a little bit was JoJo. I mean, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is fantastic. It's so ridiculous, though. And I get it, if you weren't an anime fan, why you wouldn't like it, because it is over the top on purpose. It has that spark to it that's like, oh, we want to make things melodramatic, but in a campy way. We're self-aware that this is ridiculous and stupid, but it's also awesome because it is self-aware of that.
I'm gonna go pee due to
that makes sense.
boredom.
So, yeah.
I have to
Oh my
pee.
God. Thank you so much, Jenna. Thank you for the 5 gifted. What the heck? Thank you very, very much for that. Time loop anime? Yeah, there's the million time loop anime. That's like one of the most boring tropes of all time. There's like a million of them. Thank you so much, Jenna, for the gifted subs to Organized Confetti, Bartholomew, Magic Wolf 45, Pumpkin 4 Trees, and Tap Girl. If any of you are here, please say thank you to Jenna. Jenna, I hope you've been enjoying your lurk. If you like time loop anime, Captain Photon, check out Steins Gate. There's one that will fuck up your brain. Thank you so much, though, Jenna. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Really appreciate that a lot. There's an anime where they battle via haircutting. Are you talking about Bo? Because they battle with, like, their nose hair, and they have scissors and stuff. If that's what you're talking about. If you're into sports anime with gay subtext, there's 85 of those. Yeah, and then if you're into anime... sports anime with not gay subtext, but actually just gay, there's like 50 of those. I don't know if I can convey this with enough information for you to know, but do you happen to know the name of this anime where this one guy has to fight through a bunch of gods or something, and it's like a comedy anime almost? It's like really goofy. You just named 67 different anime. I'm so sorry. I need a little bit more, need a lot bit more context, actually, unfortunately. Good God. Otherwise, I haven't been able to get into it apart from like Pokemon Indigo League from my childhood. That's fair. I mean, a lot of the older 90s anime were like for a broader global market, so I kind of get that. Like things that were like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a reason that we were very slow to bring over anime to the West in the 90s. But those ones that did come over early like that, it's because there was some big fat studios exec in an office puffing on a cigar going, yeah, I think that the kids that like Ren and Stimpy would like this. So like that is one of those things that makes a lot of sense where like Pokemon resonates with you a little bit more. My recent favorite anime has been Campfire Cooking. In another world with my absurd skill. Someone told me about that. That might have been you, Jenna. Thank you again, by the way, for the 5 gifted. That's really, really kind of you. I've heard any anime with a title that long is normally ridiculous or takes itself way too seriously. Like there's The Rising of the Shield Hero. I've been watching that one recently, and it's kind of an incel fantasy. I won't lie. It's another isekai where like someone gets transported into a video game style world and becomes like the hero of the realm. And it's okay. It's fine. There's some things that have kept me watching it that I like a lot about it. But there are moments where I'm like, I think that a guy who just has never been laid wrote this. I think that there's a really, really down bad dude who like went, well, if I'm going to sit alone in my room and be an otaku nerd and be like super turbo virgin, I'm going to make an anime and become profitable off of it. There's a little bit of that in that one. So I love that I'm listening to this while I'm in my Death Note hoodie. Death Note's another classic. If you've never watched it, that's a good like cat and mouse crime detective with a little bit of supernatural vibe to it. Death Note, highly recommend just to watch the dub scene where Light Yagami goes, I'll take a potato chip with my hand and eat it. And it's the best scene in any anime dub of all time. Fantastic. It's so good. He's so fucking serious, too, during that scene. It's so stupid. Yu-Gi-Oh! That was my favorite shit growing up. Amy, I mean, I've had so many opportunities to work with Yu-Gi-Oh! It's been a dream come true because I grew up watching the anime. And I even like the newer ones. I like the Sevens World anime. A lot of people think it's too kiddie, it's too goofy. It is kiddie, it is goofy, but it's cool because it's not really meant for me. It's meant for people who are getting the next generation into Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's very cute to like see them incorporate like the gaming style of like Rush Duels and stuff into the Sevens World stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens is so cute. I like it a lot. It's just very wholesome. It's very like, it's very sweet. No to Death Note, my mental health cannot handle it. Well, then don't watch it. I don't care what you watch. I'm sorry to hear that your mental health's doing badly, but that's for you to have those boundaries to figure out yourself. Death Note is so overdramatic in parts, I live for it. Right. It's like, it's camp without meaning to be camp, I think. The anime I was thinking of is Baki. I didn't see whatever your earlier message was, Beans82. I'm sorry, but yeah, Baki is good. Baki's awesome. Baki's actually amazing, especially the new one, Baki Hanma. Definitely, both are great. I agree so heavily. I watch it with my uncle Tony because there is nothing else. Shield Hero, just like so weird, but I like it for some reason. It's interesting enough, but like then there's like some moments in it where I'm just like, dude has literally never seen a boob in real life. Baki's so good. Yeah, Baki is great. I'm so glad that you feel the same way, Antichrist Bear. Definitely love Baki. For Yu-Gi-Oh, I also like GX and 5D. Yeah, absolutely. They're so fun. And you get like, you get a little bit like edgier in like GX and 5D. And then like the original, it's kind of like a mix of the lighthearted 90s style with like some of the more serious stuff. And then like the new one, like with Sevens, it's like heartfelt, but it's mainly cutesy. And I don't mind the new animation style. A lot of people don't like it. So I highly recommend getting into like the newer Yu-Gi-Ohs if you want something more lighthearted for anyone out there. Sorry, I keep coughing directly into the mic. I think Sevens is a good break after the heavy topics that V reigns. Yes! That's exactly what I'm talking about, Payno, is I think Yu-Gi-Oh! One thing, and I was talking to the people at Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was in the Konami office 2 months ago, and I was getting to talk to them about how the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Marketing is it's almost like Yu-Gi-Oh! Marketing is done by Kaiba Corporation now. Yu-Gi-Oh! Marketing is so serious. It's so straightforward. They like never ever fucking meme anything. They don't lean into the things that like the community's joking about. I've never seen the Yu-Gi-Oh! Twitter make like a Shadow Realm joke. They could lean into that nostalgia about the Shadow Realm and get a million people lighting up their Twitter. They could do that. But it is one of those things. I want to see I want to see certain anime series over time embrace a little bit of the camp of anime and the joy of it if their main thing hasn't always just been to be serious. Like the really serious shows, stay that. That's fine. That would feel out of place if you threw in too many jokes. I get it. But there's some things like Yu-Gi-Oh! That was meant for a broader audience that sort of like lost its joy and spark a little bit over time. But I still like all those too. Like I like V-Reigns, Some of the female characters is definitely giving written by a man. Cupcake, you're so right about Shield Hero, for sure. You're giving us your virtual cooties. I am. Even Kaiba Corp leaned in on their bits. Have you seen how extra Kaiba get? That's true. The collar only gets bigger as the show goes on, right? Kind of characterization in camp does so much. Yeah, it really does. How do you feel about licorice? Asking because I find most licorice teas to be very soothing for sore throats. I already shared my tea routine, so I'm not going to be going out and running into any stores to get licorice right now. But it's fine. It's okay. I've been doing ginger turmeric, which has been amazing with honey, and then lemon honey tea, and also just a whole slew of teas. Green teas are good too. But yeah, rue tea and oh my god, chat, come on. This show, all right. Yeah, lemongrass one. That one's pretty good too. Thank you, Morgan. Morgan's been taking really good care of me. The Promised Neverland is the name of the show. If those of any fans of this show, sound off in chat, because I don't know if you feel the same way as I did about season 2 being the biggest fucking letdown of all time. But season 2 of The Promised Neverland, I wish I never had watched it, because the manga did a great job of telling the story, but they butchered the anime version of season 2 of that story arc. Because The Promised Neverland, season 1 is so good, but it's super dark. It's got some horror elements to it. It's very creepy. It's got this like cat and mouse psychological deep game going on. You never know who's good. You never know who's bad. You never know what's going to happen next. I fucking love season 1. And I started up season 2 and I was like, who wrote this? This is terrible. Yeah, season 2 sucked. 10,000%. It's so bad. Watch some of it. Didn't get to season 2. I highly recommend getting through season 1 and then just watching the first couple episodes of season 2 to see the drastic shift between the two. So glad I know this before starting the next season, because I was nervous to see what happens next. I love season 1. Season 1 is so good. It's like one of the peak anime, in my opinion. Season 1 of this, of The Promised Neverland, and like Made in Abyss, I would put those up on the same level of anime that impacted me over the past like 10 years. But season 2 of Promised Neverland, oh my god, you guys heard me get so worked up right there. Maj, hello, hi. Good news. So I buy 90% of my septum jewelry from a very personal, quite small business. Been a loyal customer for years. I just got a gift from them for supporting them. That's so sweet. That's wonderful. That's great when small businesses do personalized touches like that. My voice is getting so much worse. Season 1, I binged it. It was so good. I loved it so much. I got a bunch of my friends to watch it. Then season 2 came out, and I wanted to cry. I was so disappointed. It might as well be a different anime. Everything established in season 1, they just spit in the face of in season 2. At least that's the way that I look at it. Hold up. I'm starting to sound like an old woman, so I'm going to get another cough drop quick here. Let's see. I'm just going through my list. If you want something really edgy, if you're a big fan of Hot Topic, Tokyo Ghoul is the Hot Topic anime. Alexis, get some good sleep. Thank you. Enjoy the shower as well. Hot Sauce Advocate. I cannot. Sorry. Driver gets to choose the playlist. But, does anyone remember when Disney aired anime? They're still airing anime. Disney Plus has a shit ton of anime. If the manga is as good as they say, I'll have to read that because I just love... Yes, the manga has a much better treatment of the story for The Promised Neverland Cupcake. Highly recommend doing that instead. I already talked about Tower of God. Tokyo Ghoul is great because alongside Death Note, they're shows that just like kind of take themselves too seriously. And then also they're also like they're fun to watch because they take themselves so seriously. They're edgy, they're dark, they're very gothic. It's like that. It's like Death Note, Black Butler, and Tokyo Ghoul are like the big three for like ridiculously Hot Topic branded anime. Attack on Titan a little bit in there as well. Disney airs anime? Yeah. I always saw anime on Adult Swim, or am I dumb? No, it's on Adult Swim too. Just because one network airs it doesn't mean that other networks aren't like, yo, there's some money in that. A lot of companies out there jumping onto the let's air anime because we'll get a shit ton of money for it. You know. Tokyo Ghoul is so good, but I did not like the anime much. I want to read the whole manga because the anime skipped. Yes, I actually just started reading more of the manga after taking a break from it, Antichrist Bearer, and the manga does a way better job with the story. And to be fair, you know, there's studio limitations, and anime studios are notoriously so terrible, like genuinely so terrible at rushing schedules and underpaying artists and things like that. So you get a lot cut out in the source material, which is sad. I remember them airing Marvel anime on Disney XD or something. Oh yeah, they got Marvel anime. They got some anime that they're just bringing over straight up. Like my friend John Choi goes by Spooky Online. He is a voice in Heavenly something. I can't remember the name of it, but it's one that was airing on, I think, like Disney via Hulu or just Disney Plus or something. My younger brother loves Tokyo Ghoul. I like Black Butler, but still haven't finished the first season. I mean, you're only 20 years behind, but I hope that you enjoy it. Hope whenever you get around to finishing it. I will say this: season 1 and 2 are fun, or like they're pretty good, and then season 3 goes super off the rails, and it's fun, but only if you don't take it seriously. So there's that. Vinland Saga is the last one that was like a heavier anime that I really, really liked a lot. There's 2 different dubs of it, just as a heads up. So there's 2 different voice casts for the English for the Netflix version and the Crunchyroll version. So if you are watching between those 2 services, you're going to get confused. But Vinland Saga is about a Viking boy whose dad was a Viking war legend, and he got he gets murdered, and this all happens in the first 5-10 minutes of the show. And so the boy embarks on a quest of revenge, and that's basically it. And then it involves international politics of the medieval era. It involves a ton of violence. It's an incredibly action-oriented, violent anime. And it also has so much heart in it. It's ridiculous. You might have seen the meme of the main character, Thorfinn, saying, "I have no enemies," which is apparently allegedly a loose translation of what's actually said in Japanese, but it became such a powerful, meaningful statement in the anime scene amongst the Vinland Saga fans that Alex Lee, a voice actor that I follow who's very, very big, very, very good at what he does, who plays Thorfinn, argued with the dubbing director to be able to say that line as "I have no enemies" during the dub that he did of it. So, kind of cool. Totally off topic, I'm playing Spiritfarer and just fed one of my passengers glue. I wanted to see how he'd react, but he ate it. That sounds about right for that game. Absolutely sounds about right. Also, chat, Amethyst, I'm glad that I was able to help out a little bit, by the way. That's wonderful to see that you're taking note of them. Another's been added to the scroll. Vinland Saga is very good. It's another show that's made me tear up a couple times. Not flat out cry, but it's good. It's very powerful. It's densely packed with content, if that makes sense. Not a lot of filler in it at all. Actually, so the shows I'll recommend if you're someone who hates filler, if you're like, I don't want to watch the old school anime with a million filler episodes with, pacing issues and shit like that. That shit's boring to me. I don't want that. Jujutsu Kaisen gets straight to the point. Is it kind of stupid because it's just a shonen anime? Is it basically like a hyper active retelling of Bleach in some ways? Kind of. But Jujutsu Kaisen, big fan of it because it just gets right to the point. It's just a bunch of stupid dudes punching each other. Big fan of Vinland Saga because the pacing is very clean in it. No filler at all. Super, super good as a result of that. Those are probably my 2 top action anime recommendations at the moment for that kind of stuff. For the cerebral, creepy, interesting anime that it's off the beaten path that has no filler. Made in Abyss and the first season of The Promised Neverland. Those 2. And then Promised Neverland 2 is it's all filler. It's shit. I don't know what they did. It hurt me a lot to watch it. I took psychic damage watching it. But anyway, hopefully that helped. Chat, I streamed for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour or something like that. Longer than I probably should have. My voice is about to give out completely. Thank you for being here. Thanks so much for hanging out so late at night. I know that I started late. It was cool to hang out. Thank you for all the freaking subs. Unreal. Promise Neverland will rip her soul out at least a little. Yeah, I think it might have been episode 2. I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched it. Might have been episode 1. Episode 1 or 2. My freaking, oh man, destroyed me. Gonna put these on the watch list. Honestly, it's been so long since I watched some good anime. I like to do it before bed sometimes. It's fun. I streamed for a whole 15 minutes. I did. Wild that I could last this long. Chat, I'm going to get going. I'm going to start wrapping up here. Thank you for 32 freaking subs tonight. Really kind. I hope that everyone who got access to the Crunchyroll deal by donating 2 subs or more enjoys your Crunchyroll Mega Fan subscription. Again, gives you access to all the anime titles I just mentioned, plus thousands more. Manga, live action shows, a little bit of everything on Crunchyroll. It's really been a very cool platform to see it grow. But thank you. Thanks for listening to me ramble about anime. Thanks for supporting the Support a Streamer campaign I'm a part of. That's really kind of you. Get some good rest. Yeah, I'm going to be passing the hell out, honestly. Thank you. I'm going to watch an episode of Psycho-Pass immediately. I hope you enjoy it. It's really interesting. The art style is very clean. The voice acting is phenomenal in it. And it's got an interesting premise. It's got a very interesting premise. You have a whole month to take part in the Crunchyroll offer. Yes, yeah, the fact that 32 subs in the first day is wild. Thank you so much, everybody. Anyway, chat, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all the follows, bits, subs, resubs, gifted subs, donations. Thank you. All of you are fantastic. All of you are so great. Really appreciate it. All the support is going back into the channel, allowing me to pay my bills, allowing me to pay my rent, allowing me to do all the cool things that I get to do. I won't lie. It's been a little bit touch and go financially with the issue I've been talking about with the sponsor. But this community's had my back in such a huge way, and I'm so grateful. I'm like just so goddamn grateful for all of you. Thank you. We're back up to 330 subs, it says. So I will take that as a win tonight. All of you are fantastic for the conversation. If you lurked here, please know that means the world to me. Thank you so, so much. Hope you had a fun time, even though I was raspy and disgusting this entire stream. Hopefully I'm feeling better by Saturday, but I will see you again then. I hope that tomorrow I can work on editing some YouTube videos and getting up some stuff that has been on the editing block for a while as well. But thank you. All of you are fantastic. Truly. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night. Oh my God, this is so bad. Here, let me talk a little bit softer because I think that this will help. I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. Hey, voice acting here. I'm finding the pitch, I'm finding the timbre, the tone, the feeling in my throat that will allow me to talk like a normal person. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful time zone. Thank you, everyone. All of you are so great. Love each and every one of you so very much. I really, really do. Finger hearts as usual. I'm going to go ahead and I'll see you all on Saturday, all right? Thank you, everybody. Take care. Goodbye. 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 Oh, I didn't do a raid. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I forgot. That's okay. All right, just go check out your favorite streamers. Have fun. Goodbye. Goodbye.